I
Internet.
said, are you ready?
Yeah. And you said
and
yes.
everyone said yes, and then cats happened.
Hi, Internet. Welcome back to our bi-weekly game of Tales from Syrill. I am your temporary host, Bulma Briefs. No. It me, Carolyn.
No.
Yes!
Wow.
Shocked and awed.
I know, no one can actually tell who I am with this wig on. I know, it's crazy.
Superman.
I actually went to a party once, and somebody was like, have I ever met you before? And I was like, yep. And she was like, when? And I was like, at the last party that our friend had. And she goes, what? And I was like, I had a blue wig on at the time. She was like, oh. I was like, apparently I look that different with this wig on. But yeah, anyway. Hi, Internet. Welcome back. We are going to be playing Tales from Syrill, episode 13, I believe. And it is called Trouble with Caves.
Cave full of issues.
Or Cave Full of Issues. And same thing.
Our party is now going to staunchly refuse to go into any goddamn cave we come across. Oh, look, it's a cave. We go the other direction. There's a cave that way, too. Fuck it. No.
You wake up in a cave.
God damn it.
So yeah.
And we're done. Thanks.
That's it. No. Okay, so, last time.
TPK, the party dies outside. Outside of the game, so.
Last time on Tales from Syrill, the party, helped, overthrow a asshole government, in the form of Carrie Trueseeker, Nathaniel Way, and, Alvin.
That other guy.
That other one.
Something or another. I forgot his last name. Alvin is his first name. Rothschild. There it is. That was it. They found some incriminating evidence, managed to have them removed from the council, and helped start the process of getting new elected leaders in the Council of Cinnabar. They've been waiting for the forces from Syrill to arrive to escort the captives home to the varying cities. And so that is where we pick up, is the night prior to their leaving, and leading up to this point, actually, there's been a series of really nasty storms.
Yay. Someone's happy.
Just for on-camera purposes.
Yeah, hold on.
Sit down.
There have been a series of some really nasty storms throughout the in the past week leading up to their departure. Some heavy rain, wind. One might think it would be a hurricane. Possibly, maybe.
Wait,
Does
so has this been happening during our 2 weeks of downtime?
Yeah, the last week.
Okay, so I've been going out with caravans and dealing with storms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly.
Oh.
Because this was not stated the last
I
game
know.
we had.
I'm retroactively adding it in.
Retroactive storms have happened.
Wait, if there were storms, Raymond would want to be out. Like, you would want it to be out doing stuff too.
Yeah! What happened when
What
we
do
add
you
things
wanna
in
do?
retroactively?
Traveling with caravans, because I like fighting storms. They're great.
Alright, so apparently Brigitte and Ramduin went out on some storm chasing caravan
Yeah.
protection duty.
All about that.
You get a 150 gold too. Since I think I told you 150 last time, did I not? I think so. Anyway.
Sure.
If I didn't, you get 150, you get 150. You both get 150.
Oh, you turned to 125. I'm going to add it now. It's 150.
That's what I just said. I said if I didn't tell you that, it's 150 at this point. So
Okay, so I'm adding an extra 25.
Alright then, congratulations. Excuse me. So, after the party meets back up on their to meet up with the caravan going out to Anor-imlad, that's when the storms have more or less died down. There's still a few sprinkly rainstorms coming through, but overall the weather has calmed itself. And they have just visited the Temple of the Raven Queen on the outskirts of Cinnabar, and
Most of them
you're outside,
He didn't come with us though.
but you didn't go inside.
Did I actually go to the temple too?
I thought the whole party went.
I didn't think I went to the temple as well, but alright.
I'm saying you did.
I think you did because we were literally like going there and then leaving the town. Like it was
Yeah.
like we were hitting there and then walking out the rest of the way. So
Fair
maybe
enough.
So,
whatever.
so yeah. And as the party exits the temple after they receive the blessing that the Raven Queen priestess has laid upon them, everyone but one, and that is where we will pick up.
So what's it like outside currently?
It's a little overcast, drizzly,
Okay.
kind of chilly.
These days, lead is looking like a drow.
Okay.
And has been a little mopey for the last week.
What I'm doing is reinvigorated by the storms that were. He's kind of down that they've gone away, but he's cleared his mind after putting those people to rest. Thanks to his travels with Brigitte and like doing the caravans and enjoying the stormy weather,
Okay.
feeling closer to his lord and
As we leave Falstaff behind.
yep.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, Falstaff is cool. And before I would have left, I would have asked Falstaff if there was anyone that he would have needed to inform of his departure or
Of his sudden storm cloud travel.
yeah.
If he needs to let.
He has sending, right? They're all clerics.
No.
No, he's
No,
a
no,
paladin.
He's a paladin.
He don't have.
He's
that.
a barbarian paladin.
So I definitely would have like
Probably
done
would have
that.
asked that like a long time ago.
Yeah, I would have done that on his behalf
Let's see.
after everything was resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would have done that like 2
Thundu?
weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Thundu?
2 weeks.
He was the guy who was with Falstaff, his second in command at the temple.
Sure, so I would let Thundu know that Falstaff is safe and well. Even though
Falstaff turned into a storm cloud and flew here.
As you do.
yes,
You get a response of, "Oh, that's where the old fucker went. All right. Well, just tell him to get his ass back here as soon as he can.
Yep,
I don't do services."
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you do for the next week and change. So at the bare minimum, he'll probably make it back with the next caravan.
2 weeks.
For the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Sure.
Ain't this place a geographic oddity? Two's everywhere.
So yeah.
Don't you lean too close on that cat. You'll kill everything. Now you're gonna try and burrow. I know it.
See you later. Bye.
Anyway,
Is
okay.
offended.
Always.
So, you did that. Cool. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do before you leave?
I am buying vodka.
Okay. You're down a gold.
Are there any like weapon shops around?
A few.
Do any of them carry a double-bladed scimitar?
No. It would be a special order.
Okay.
I'm gonna do another couple passes through Gnome Town to see if anyone's just throwing away any junk that looks like I can still.
Make an investigation check. First roll of the night. Day. My god. First roll?
Immediately fired.
Immediately gel. Okay. It's gonna be that,
That
kind
kinda
of game.
You know, that's one thing I really hate about Fifth is that my investigation is almost never going to change this entire game because when I level, I can't be like, I'm going to put some skill points into it because Fifth doesn't allow that sort of shit. Thanks, Watsy.
I mean, you could put points into intelligence.
Yeah, that would be counterintuitive to like everything else that I could potentially do as opposed to just throwing some skill points
it's
in there.
there. Anyway,
Anyway. So,
Or at least
I'll say that you find a couple of trinkets. They're kind of low quality.
I mean, I'm not looking for anything special, just
Yeah, I know.
stuff that I can potentially use.
I'm saying with a low, even though you find stuff, but it's not like high quality knickknacks. It's kind of like things you're like, I could use this maybe. So.
I want to kick a cat.
Just don't burrow. That's all I ask.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. That's not happening.
Somebody kidnap the cat.
Shh. Stop.
Tiny mer.
Stop. You're fine. I'm not gonna kill you.
I just want to sit on the thing.
I know, but you're not allowed to. You're gonna be forcefully on my lap.
Okay. So, anything else anyone wants to do before I move us along?
No.
No.
Okay. So, as you get.
TPK, that's how you get a TPK.
So.
Those rocks come back.
Flip flop flies out of nowhere. So as you guys leave Cinnabar, traveling with the city, you are with a couple of area guards. Lion Killer went back with the main group that's going to Syrill, to the area. She sent a few of her guards with you guys to Anor-imlad. And you'll be passing through. You'll be following the main road, but there is a narrow passage. It goes through thick forests, and then it hits a narrow passage in between two mountains before it opens up into the valley that goes to Anor-imlad. And it'll take a few weeks, more than 2. And as you guys are traveling, probably on the 3rd or 4th day, you have a few of the scouts, a few of the guards running scouts alongside and away from the actual main caravan. And you guys hear "Oi, hold up!" And the main caravan starts to slow down as the gentleman starts coming in, and he's basically helping this young man who has been had a very rough time of it. He is missing the lower section of his leg. It looks like he's missing a part of his arm. It looks like a vast majority, like he's been cut. He's been. It almost looks like he's been flayed in some areas. So he's a really tough time of it. And when the boy sees your group, being that he's already very pale from having blood loss, he gets even paler and starts trying to like backpedal and get away from your group.
So this is somebody who was found on the side of the road kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good.
And the guard's like, "Easy, son, easy. Calm down. You're fine."
Is he still like actively bleeding, or
No, he's not like actively bleeding, but he has the wounds are very fresh, very fresh.
Okay.
I ain't got shit that can calm him down. So
I do. I will cast Calm Emotions.
I'm sorry, I put these on you, how dare I?
So I will approach cautiously, with my hands open, and say, "Calm down." And I'll cast Calm Emotions.
Again, that's just a
Yeah.
instant thing.
Well, I mean, he can make a save if he wishes to resist it. It's a DC 15 Charisma saving throw.
Nope. He does not. He he goes from struggling, and then he's like,
Is everything okay?
"My friends, my teacher, they're back in that cave."
Which cave?
And he
I
you
didn't
know,
read those, it's fine.
it's paper, she's gonna step on it. he kind of motions back with his arm and is like, back that way.
It's a cinnabar? Or
He's actually, so you guys are traveling easterly. He kind of points in a northerly direction.
Okay. So...
I didn't need my character sheet, it's fine.
How far that way?
Not that far. I managed to get away this morning. And he kind of tries to see through the treetops and like, it's not that. What time is it?
What time is it?
Damn good question, son. Damn good question.
None of us have our watches on us. All of our Apple Watches died.
Probably early morning. Not early morning, maybe like mid-morning. So probably like 10-ish, 11-ish.
So he's got one arm and one leg and escaped this morning, so like 10 feet.
Not that far.
You see the cave from right there.
Savage.
Kind of hard to miss.
Is there a blood trail that we could follow?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Survival?
Or,
Can I
yeah.
try to track it? Like
Survival, yeah, sorry.
Ooh. She's so happy.
It's fine, I didn't need that
is a
character
23.
Okay. Yeah. There is definitely a blood trail. You kind of go back from where the guard found them. And you definitely see, like, you see the struggles of him, like, doing the army crawl, trying to get his way, and you see, like, various bits of blood flecks and things like that. It's not a hard trail to follow.
Who took you and how many were there?
It was my teacher and 4 others. So 6 of us in total?
How many hostiles?
I don't know. They were like these weird green-skinned creatures.
Okay.
Green-skinned creatures could be anything from orcs to not orcs, so... All I've got is orcs in my head right now, so...
Says the green skin creature.
Pull it on top. I'm the enemy!
Accused! And anyways, that's how the party died. Brigitte turned evil and just murdered everyone.
We will
It's
do
fine.
what we can to save your friends, and I will say, with the Stormlord's blessing, be healed, and I will cure wounds him.
Okay. Some of the like the cuts and things, those heal up. The flayings don't really necessarily heal so much as they kind of like
Yeah, but
scab over.
just some comfort.
And obviously
Quality of life
his leg
changes.
and armor.
Yeah, can't do anything about that. Sorry about that.
But
You ain't trained enough.
But the guard starts leading him towards the caravan, and as the spell starts wearing off, the kid starts getting rowdy again. And is like, no, I don't want to be here. Just don't.
Well, I'm not wasting another spell on that. So
We could just go and knock him out.
no, we're not going.
That says MA. Who's currently
I
not
was
here.
gonna say that's
Yeah, that's definitely something in May. He's got stunning. Never mind. Anyway,
He does have stunning strike. He can go and stun him.
we're not doing that.
yeah, but that's only for 6 seconds.
Judo chop. You're stunned for 6 seconds. That's all I'm gonna do. Bye. I'm leaving.
So I'm gonna say, if you calm down, we'll be back soon with your friends. Okay.
He's not necessarily listening to you at this point. The guard is like frustrated. He calls another person over to him, and it happens to be a elf. And the moment the elf tries to like support him or try and help him, he pulls away from the elf and is like, "No, I don't want you. Don't touch me."
Oh, is he a racist? Because if that's the case, we can just leave him on the side of the road and then he can die too.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm
insight
thinking.
check. Insight check. If it was, can I see if he was actively hostile toward the elf versus anybody else, or?
Yeah. Well,
Sure.
if anybody else wants to roll it, you can roll it too. I mean, it's in plain sight of all of you.
Well, I got a 13 and I don't know what my bonus is because the cat's on my sheet. So I got a 13.
That's a natural one. I'm distracted.
I got a 23.
Okay. Yeah, it's not hard for you two to figure out that he's definitely like, because the original guard who found him is human, and now that you kind of realize as you kind of look behind you that this is literally a caravan of non-humans, and the you know, he's obviously just like doesn't want to be near the non-humans. He's pulling away.
What's
Well, we can
You know
stick a
what?
cave then.
Brigitte will say actually out loud, you know what? It looks like he doesn't want to be around the non-humans. Just leave him to die. It's fine. Don't let him slow you down.
And the guards are like, what?
You heard me exactly what I said. The reason why he's fighting is he doesn't want to be around the non-humans. Let him lead. Let him die. It's fine. He has one leg. Let's see how far he can go without our help.
The boy's like he kind of stops and like kind of is listening to what you say. Roll a just make a charisma check.
I don't know what my charisma is, so we're just gonna straight roll it. That's a 10!
Okay. You know, I'm sure you've got at least a bonus of some kind.
I do have a bonus of some kind. However, my bonus currently is cat.
Oh, just move the cat.
No. She's so happy, and she's less distracted when she's over here sitting on the paper. It's fine. So I got a 10.
The boy like stops and is like, no, never mind.
It's a plus 1.
you go?
Oh, thank you. 11.
He's like, never mind. I'll just... Okay. He like steals himself and is like the elf is like slowly moves back towards him and helps him support. The boy doesn't flinch or move away from him and is like just like trying to steal himself.
What's your name, kid?
Jonathan.
Last name?
Raise.
Okay.
I'm going to take one of the other guard aside and say he needs to be watched at all times. And this is whispered. Like, I don't want him to be aware of that. But yes, I'm going to tell that a guard that he needs to be watched at all times and just be on your guard because there may be more of the racists that got away.
Last name was Ray with an R?
Yeah.
Not Way with a W?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just checking.
Alright, so...
What's the name of your teacher?
Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
Yeah, he's in the cave. I just told you that.
Get on the caravan. Don't make any more movements, and you will behave, or I will kill you myself.
Roll an intimidation check.
It's
Didn't
fine.
need that.
I can do that anyways.
Throw that anywhere, it's fine.
Alright, with my plus 1, because I assume it's a charisma check of some sort, it's a 9.
Okay. He's in a bad sort of it, so he kind of, while he doesn't fully believe your conviction, he knows his chances are very low, so he's like, yes, ma'am, and just stay still.
We find Nathaniel and we kill him immediately. Brigitte will say, stomping off. Towards the cave.
He's one of the council people that got away.
Oh, well, I mean, if they did this to this guy,
That's
Maybe
not...
if it's the green-skinned people that attacked them, I mean, I'm not saying that we rush to help them. I'm saying maybe we take our time going to investigate where Nathaniel is. But
so
I
say when
think,
we do anything.
well, we want to find him, and
Why?
because if the other council people are with him, if there's any information about where they were sending people.
Or the rest of these slavers, we should turn it over to Cinnabar and let them fucking deal with it.
So, Randuin, you got some sendings on you?
Yes.
Sending back and say, hey, we picked up a dude, there's a cave over here, we think the slavers... one of your missing council members is probably in this cave. There might be bits and pieces of him.
So, in the off chance that these green people didn't just steal other people as well, I think we should go investigate.
Yeah.
They might not be, the council member and his crew might not have been the only people they may have kidnapped. If we can save anyone else, it might be worth it. I don't think that we have to necessarily have to go just because of the council member, and I don't think we should just leave them there to die. Because who's to say that the next caravan coming through might be full of innocents that these people might attack as well.
It's true.
So, I will continue following
at the very least, we do need to at least send a message back to Cinnabar and say, hey, we possibly found your missing council member.
Well, let's actually find him first.
Yeah, I'm not wasting a sending spell before we actually come up with something concrete because I might need that spell in combat.
Yeah.
So,
He's in a cave somewhere up north. Isn't super helpful.
so I'm assuming we don't have any way to. We don't have horses or anything. It's just we're just traveling with a caravan. So
The horses are currently hooked up to carts. And
yeah, that's what I said.
So we're just walking.
Yeah. I'm going to walk over. Well, that kid didn't really know how far he'd come. I'm assuming.
Okay, so how old is this dude?
he is like tween.
Okay.
He's
so
like
actually
13,
a kid,
14.
An actual kid.
Yeah, he's like 13, 14.
Not just condescending kid.
No.
Okay.
He's a very young. He's
Okay, I thought we were just like condescendingly calling him a kid and that he was like a grown adult and we were just like, look here, kid. Okay, no, he is actual child. Okay.
So, if he said he got away last night and made it out this
Can't
way,
be too far.
yeah, it can't be too far. So I'm going to just tell the caravan to hold up and take a defensive camp, I guess. And just keep watch, and we'll be back if you don't hear back from us by the next morning.
So
Yeah, go back to Cinnabar and inform them of what we've found or where we've come from. And I'll try to make sure that I get some kind of word back to you if we run into any kind of difficulty.
mm-hmm.
I see.
So yeah, I'll follow the blood trail, I guess.
Okay. So go ahead and make me another survival check just to follow into the woods.
Jesus,
Oh, that's my phone.
dude, that's a 12.
Okay. It's not very hard to follow. It's collection of bits and clothing that's been snagged. It's all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's relatively easy to follow, and you do find a cave entrance that is relatively large. And it does look like it originally did have maybe some vines that had grown over the entrance, but they've been recently hacked away, revealing the entrance of the cave. And it's rocky, got some moss in it. Your standard typical cave.
Okay, guess I'm gonna look for a secret door or hidden one.
Okay, make me
And I'm going to approach stealthily.
Okay. Make me a...
Stealth check is 14.
Okay.
And then what kind of check?
What did I say? Make me a perception check. If anyone else wants to join in.
Sure.
Oh, I have advantage on perception. Wow, that's awful.
Oh no. Hey! 12.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So you guys, as you come into the cave, you notice that there is a small camp that had been here, the signs of a small fire. But as you guys start looking around, you realize that there's signs of a struggle. It looks like a fight broke out of some kind. You see scuff marks, you see splatters of blood.
Is any of this fresh?
Make a knowledge, so make an intelligence check.
Fuck.
You're decent at it. You're one of the smartest people in the party.
12.
Okay. You would say that you'd guess that it's at least a week old, maybe a little older than that. And you'd guess that you're like a week. Oh, that corresponds with the storms. So they were probably driven in here by the storms.
I will relay that to the party. This isn't fresh. It looks like they probably took up here for about a week, and the storms must have driven them inside this cave. So whatever these green people are, got them as soon as those storms came in.
So the kid said he got out last night and crawled his way to the camp from here.
Mm-hmm.
And we followed his blood trail to these caves.
Mm-hmm.
he's been in a cave and unaware of, like, not able to see the sun, then he may have no idea how much time actually passed.
Well, I mean, that's when he got free and got outside.
Yeah.
It's still.
Yeah.
Also, considering the amount of blood that he has suffered, like, he could be, I don't want to say he's delirious, but
Possibly.
he is possibly suffering from maybe infections. It doesn't look like his. You right there, bud? Okay. It doesn't look like his. Whoever held him captive was obviously not treating his wounds, so it could be that he has an infection. He's suffering from blood loss. The being in a cave for a week has fucked up his time, and he doesn't know how much time has passed because he has obviously been tortured. So.
Or eaten.
Yeah, or some eaten, fed to something, which, child doesn't deserve that, but he does. That's mean, and I don't care.
Alright, so shall we follow the signs of the scuffle?
Sure.
Might as well.
Maybe another either investigation or perception, whichever's higher. For you guys.
Jesus freaking Christ. 24.
Again.
Okay.
God damn it!
Okay. So you guys, you got the 24. You notice it more so, as you guys are. What did you get, Andy?
A 1.
Okay.
I'm not helping at all.
You're able to find it eventually. You find, you see it, and it blends in almost, but then you notice there's a scuff mark and a blood splatter, and you notice that there's a small break in the very back of the cave that almost looks like it was just blocked up with some rocks. You find a narrow passage that's very tiny for you, most of you, to squint through, but you can. There is a break in the rocks.
Welcome to Goblin Town, everybody.
Well, Brigitte, who's built like a fucking farmer, will clap off her armor so she can crawl through.
Yeah, Verity's a beanpole, so.
Jeff, how are you on squeezing through things?
I'm average height.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to try to push my way through.
It's not like you're having to like,
Yes.
but it's you're not going to be able to go 2 by 2.
It's slightly claustrophobic.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll head through there.
Okay. Alrighty. So as you guys go through, it is dark. There's no light.
Yeah. Well,
And what is your order?
guess I'm leading.
Yeah, because you're the most. But you can't see in the dark, right?
I can cast light.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want them to know that we're coming though.
Your roll's just not going your way
I have
today.
dark vision.
I'm rolling. Led didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
He really didn't want to go, and so I've been rolling for how much he gives a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't go.
The first one was 64, so I was like, fine, I'll fucking go. The second one was 33. Now on a D100, I just rolled 1.
Then don't go. It's fine.
Alright, Verity will go.
I don't.
Verity will go first, because he can be sneaky and quiet and see in the dark.
Okay.
I'll watch at the cave entrance.
There you go.
And I can go second. I have.
Sneak.
Okay.
I love my sneaking dice. They got to 26
Okay.
to quietly shuffle through the thin hole.
And MA, who's currently played by the cat,
Mm-hmm.
can cast Pass Without a Trace on anyone.
On everyone.
On basically everybody
Mhm.
else that needs it. So, yay! And Ederale will stick with you, I guess.
Why?
Because Ederale is currently played by the cat.
Iterali can be played by me. It's fine.
Okay, would you like your character sheet?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm scooching quietly down the thing.
Okay.
Brigitte's rolling for stealth. Hey, that's actually not bad. with her +1 for a 17 plus the pass without a trace is a 27.
Okay.
And we're gonna roll stealth for MA.
Yeah, I know.
And I'll give them a good 20-foot lead, and then I'll cast light and try to cover it on my staff.
Okay.
So just to give myself some visibility, but not try to expose them as they're sneaking ahead.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, with Path Without a Trace, I'm a 36 sneaky.
Yeah, MA rolled the 4 with the +10 is the 14, and I don't know what else he has because
He's got a pretty.
He's fine.
got a good sneak.
He's
It's
fine.
like probably at least a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going through.
Sneaky.
His stealth is +7.
Okay, yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
Okay, sneaky ahead. What do I see?
Roll a perception check.
But no.
But hear me out. What if I didn't?
The Drolly got a 16.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It's just like a little tunnel.
Seems like it's a tunnel. As you get to a certain point, the walls do tend to almost smooth out a little bit.
Okay.
And-
Keep it on.
Okay. As you walk through that area, you hear a click. And I need you to roll me a. No, you don't roll anything. Hold on. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And who's right behind her?
You were behind me, right?
Yep.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yep. Cause my armor's off.
Okay, so. And. Verity, you take 4 piercing damage. And Brigitte, you take 3 piercing damage, and you both of you roll a con save.
But hear me out. What if I didn't?
Oh, that's good.
Hey. 21.
18.
Okay. You both take 5 poison damage. As a dart hits you, the other 2 ping off and hit the wall opposite. Okay.
You just do this.
Everything okay?
Darts hit the walls. Can I tell if this was a trap or if this was just somebody attack?
Roll me a wisdom check.
Well, we heard a click.
Right. No, I add stuff to that. Because my wisdom is okay. I think that's a 30-20.
It's most definitely a trap. You, as you stepped, your foot hit a pressure plate and you heard the click, and before you could react,
Alright, I will attempt to disable the trap.
okay. Roll a thievery check
Sleight of hand.
or sleight of hand, whatever it is.
21.
Yeah, you managed to disable this trap.
Okay. Alright, as I continue forward, I will check for traps.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
9.
Okay, seems clear.
Not the brave.
Scooching on along.
All right, my laptop's down there.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
My elbow was just getting really close to it, and I didn't want
Yeah. Roll me another. No, you don't roll me. I roll. All right. So, Brigitte, you feel something go flying past your face, but nothing hits you. And Verity, that was in that 20. So you take 6 piercing damage, and then need another con save.
16.
Okay.
Mathing very hard.
Mathing is very hard.
8 damage, sorry. I couldn't remember what half of 16 was.
Okay,
Verity, are you
it
sure?
doesn't exist in 5, but I am looking very bloodied.
No, that definitely exists.
Gate's gonna summon her armor back.
Oh my god.
Do you?
On a scale of 1 to 40, I look about a 15.
So,
Do you, like,
Nope, we're good.
are you sure?
Disable the trap. It's a 24.
Okay.
are you
Shove a shiv in it, and it disables the. you disable the pressure plate.
Angrily disables pressure plate.
Scooch along.
are we sure?
Do
that-
you want some help?
I got this. 8. Investigation for more traps.
Still seems very clear.
Can I assist in, like, any way?
Roll a perception check.
Jesus Christ. That was a terrible question.
Everybody's gonna die in a hallway impaled by darts.
No, I also don't help
So-
because that's a 2.
Okay.
At this point, I'm questioning whether stealth and my light source are worth you guys taking all this extra damage.
So, scooching along.
Do you want me to take the lead?
I can
Doesn't
take the lead.
matter.
It does.
Nope, I'm good. It's fine.
So.
Mm-hmm.
So when you fall
13
unconscious, I'm
versus your
taking the
AC?
lead.
13?
Mhm.
No.
Okay. And Brigitte, 19 versus your AC.
Nope, because
Okay.
my armor's on.
So you both feel the pressure of a dart hitting you, but it actually it dings off your armor and like glances off your leather.
Disabling that one too.
So is the hallway still excessively narrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 15.
Okay.
Disable.
Yeah. You find another. You jam a piece of rock off the corner of the hallway and you shove it in the pressure plate.
Let's try a different dice to check for traps.
So,
You need to put one in the dice jail.
so now what I'm doing is praying again for
I
guidance.
did good. I finally rolled a double digit.
So you still have guidance.
Oh, that's
Because I'm still muttering under my breath.
is that a D4?
Yes. Stormlord, please get these people. I don't have to carry dead bodies out.
I can't deal with this right now.
Okay, 22.
Okay. As you finish doing that one, you realize that you kind of glance up to this over your shoulder and you're like, wait, there are divots in the fucking hallway. And then you look down a little further, and sure enough, there are divots in the hallway just ahead of you. You're pretty sure that's another trap.
Can I tell by disabling these, are they one-time fires or do they reset?
They reset.
Okay. Alright, well I will attempt to disable the next one.
Okay.
3, but I'm good at this, so 16.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to break something into the pressure plate, keeping it from triggering. So.
Okay.
Continues to pray for guidance, for Verity.
Alright, checking for more as we scooch along.
Okay.
Making our way downtown, slowly get through this trapped hallway. Everything's stupid.
17.
Okay. So as you cross over that one, you realize you don't see any more divots along the side. But if those of you who are in the cave want to roll me a perception check.
I'm awful at it, so sure. 14.
Okay.
3. Would you please put him in jail?
For a second there, I thought you were gonna put the dice in your cup, and I was like, Jeff, please don't. Please don't.
Okay. So you see past Ramduin's light source, you see the glittering of a fire. And you also wait, hold on. Who rolled what?
I rolled a
3.
14.
You didn't roll shit.
Oh wait, I thought I was still further back.
You can still roll perception for
Okay,
it.
sure.
I don't see shit.
It's cocked. But I didn't really know.
There's blood in my eyes.
Wait, I have advantage. Oh yeah, 24.
Okay. So yeah, you two notice, even past your light source, you notice the glinting of fire, and you also hear the chittering of voices coming through the
If I see the light of a fire and voices, I'll turn off the light.
Okay.
What are they speaking?
What do you speak?
I speak multiple things.
Like?
I speak Abyssal Common, Draconic, Elvish, and a native tongue. Damn.
At first, when you were like Elvish, and I just heard bzz, and I was like, what is that?
It's a new language they made up
It's
for
not
fun.
Dwarvish, right?
Nope. It is not.
I start just want to like run in there and stab people immediately, but I will not. So,
If I need to run in there and stab people, I can. You need a break.
stab from a distance.
You can throw daggers still. It's
Sneaking
fine.
dice.
Well, as we get closer, can we tell how many are there?
As you guys get to the edge, go ahead and roll me another perception check.
But no.
Shit.
Oh! 16.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I can see. 17.
Okay. So you guys do that weird, like, the anime thing where it's like one head, two head.
Wait, how tall is Verity?
Tall.
How tall is
Verity
tall?
is
Like
like
6 foot
6,
something?
7.
Okay, so Bukiti's shorter than you.
Verity is tall.
So yeah, you both pop over and you count about 11 little goblinoid creatures.
Do we see any humanoid creatures?
Mm-mm. But past their little encampment fire is what looks to be a split-off junction. You see a small source of water in front of, back behind them.
Well, we're gonna get into a fight. There's no doubt about that. How far back are you? Did you catch up with us?
Well, yeah, after I put off the light, I would have caught up to you.
Okay, so there's like 11 little shitty goblins in here. So I have a feeling we're about to get into a fight.
So is it like a corner? Can I see, like, if they were to scooch to one side, could I see into the room?
Yeah.
From where we are?
So basically, right here, this little tunnel right here,
Mhm.
this is where you guys are coming out of, and then yeah.
Okay.
So the water, the blue is the water source that I was telling you about, and then they would be in the middle, which I can.
We definitely need to have somebody at least go back and get the other 2 or 3. I don't know who came with us.
I was the only one that stayed.
I think Ed stayed with you.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to step on your foot. Let
She
go.
could see through dark permanently. She would have gone.
I don't want to just leave Jeff in front of the cave by himself. I know he would be okay with that, but
And then,
Jeff, we're about to go get into
Where's
a
my-
murder party.
I mean, where are the markers? Are they under there?
No.
Yeah, they are. They're
Did they-
underneath my stuff.
Okay. It's like I know I put them under there this morning.
Yep, they're totally there. And this thing's coming apart in my hands.
By the way. Not Ed. Yeah.
Part of it already did be played by us.
So we'll say that. artistic skills, Internet. They're amazing.
Well,
Art.
no, I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to whisper, so I could just make this quick work.
You need to actually real F whisper because.
Oh,
Yeah,
Stage
you will.
whisper.
So I could make quick work of this, but it's going to be very loud if I do that. And we don't know how far those tunnels go back.
Yeah.
So,
Plus the echo.
yeah. And just for my personal sake, how solid do these tunnels feel?
I mean they're old, but you're not sure what a good shatter or thunder wave might do to cause a cave in.
Man,
It is a possibility.
he has some familiarity
Well.
with this happening to him, so
Uh.
he's very cognizant of this.
Oh, okay, well, I can go back and get Jeff.
Well, you're also at the front of the line, so.
Yeah, I know, but-
and very narrow tunnels.
That's
Is it
okay,
still
I
possible
can-
that Verity could like squeeze by us, or is it
Yeah,
literally one by
it's just
one?
you can squeeze past each other, but moving like at a certain pace to travel would be difficult if you tried to go side by side. You would literally be face to face. So
Well, Jeff likes you best. Let's not even joke about this. So
He can heal me.
I mean, I could heal you.
I know, but let's save your spells.
Sure. Okay.
And you two formulate a plan while I get Jeff.
I mean, we could do our fastball special, aka Hunger of Hadar.
And the ice skating rink?
Yeah.
If you guys want to do that, I'll run and get Jeff.
that would be great. Hi, I'm so sorry I woke you up. My bad.
So, is that what we want to do?
We might as well.
Making my way up the hallway, walking fast, hoping there aren't any traps I missed.
You hit
Limping fast and I'm homebound.
You hit 5 traps. You're dead.
I know.
you have disabled them all. You're fine.
Yay!
You managed to make it up the hallway without any other incidences.
Verity bursts out of the tiny hole covered in blood and
Darts.
rock.
Blood and darts.
Blood and darts sticking out of him.
You have a bad run with blood and with darts particularly.
Yeah, darts are Verity's weakness apparently. So yeah, Verity bursts out of the tiny tunnel covered in darts and blood and dirt. Hi.
Make a spot check.
What? Oh, for you?
Mm-hmm.
Just a perception check, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at seeing. I'm okay at seeing. 13.
You might notice a rock that wasn't there before.
You might notice a rock.
Tap, 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 tap. Tap.
Ah!
Jeff.
What the hell happened to you?
Darts. I was looking this time. I was trying to look.
I will amend that statement.
You don't seem like you found too well.
I mean, I did when they found me first. We found a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, I kind of figured that already.
Need some help?
That's shitty. So you get 8 back. No, 9 back.
Woohoo! I'm not super bloody anymore.
That one dice is giving you issues to get
Okay.
out.
Well, they're
No!
these lovely Kraken dice and these,
They're just so well packaged.
They're
Yeah.
just extremely well packaged and lovingly kept together.
I don't care.
In the meantime,
Yeah, do the important thing. We'll bicker and argue out here.
So yeah, we'll do the we'll cast Hunger of Hadar and whatever else.
And Sleet Storm.
Okay, so
That's a lot of d6s we're about to have to roll.
D6s and saves galore.
alright, so
Fast
you
forward.
are not there.
Just go through the sim fast forward button.
Lead is not there.
Nope. Lee's not there. Verity's not there.
What did you roll? Initiative, please.
Well,
Wait,
Brigitte.
Do we
Just-
get our surprise round of?
You get that,
Yeah.
but I want to go ahead and get
Sure.
initiative done.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so
Random
Brigitte
Yeah,
got
Verity's
a Brigitte got a 6.
Okay.
Ed got not a 6. Ed got a 13.
Okay.
Oh, so you're rolling Ed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling
So
Ed.
I need Ram doing an
Super
MA.
cute cat.
MA got a
Yeah, I was just like,
22. Ramduin got a 7. So we're switching back now.
coming out.
What?
Thought you were gonna play MA.
Yeah, well, I was gonna play MA, but now I have Ed's
Stone?
character sheet up. Do you want to play Ed instead?
Yes, that would be easy.
Okay.
Because I've never played a monk, so
Monks are easy.
Punch stuff.
Monks are easy,
Not
I
when-
say.
Not when they're
Well,
in the
monks
Hunger
are
of
really
Hadar.
easy
Don't
when you
just-
can't go into there. So
Yeah, right now it's just everybody except for Adrale and Ramduin are just gonna kind of hang out.
Alright,
well,
so.
and even they're not really going to do much. They're going to cast a spell and then wait.
Alright,
Listen to
so
weird
you're casting
slurping
Hunger of
darkness.
Hadar and Sleet
Sleet Storm
Storm.
right
Those
on
are what,
top
30-foot radiuses?
no, they're 20-foot radius.
So
Still
pretty
think you
much
pretty
that whole
much fill
area.
that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you almost made a perfect 20-foot radius room.
You made it perfect for us to do this. Carolyn's like, I forgot about that ability you
I
guys
did.
did.
It did.
That one time on the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And that one time
Hunger's
before
only
that.
10
Yeah,
feet.
we've used this at least twice.
Is it?
Hunger of what?
Hunger's only a 10-foot
Hunger
radius.
of Hadar.
Oh,
I mean, it's still.
It still gets pretty much all of them, but
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of them.
there are a few that will.
So, I will
Some
say.
will only be in the hailstorm.
That's fine.
They'll just start slipping and sliding.
Nice kitty ring!
Yes.
But yeah, Verity will spend his time trying to convince Jeff to come down the creepy tunnel with him.
Hey, here's the thing.
Sleet
I
Storm
don't know
goes
if
out
you can.
wider than the Hunger.
Okay.
Because at the same time, he's just going to be trying to get you to not go down that hall.
We'll just be trying to convince off, and you unfortunately have far more abilities for convincing.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Holy wait.
Hmm.
Sleet Storm has a 40-foot radius.
So.
Okay, so that's definitely filling the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And into the hallway.
Well, I'm just gonna put it as far back over that water as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then Ed is casting. Alright,
Yeah,
so
it's like
I guess.
Persuasion plus 10.
You're going to be making all the rolls here,
Yeah,
bud.
Persuasion plus.
Okay.
Alright, so who's doing what first?
Well, I'm not doing anything because he's rolling for both himself and Ed.
who's going first?
So she would put the Hunger of Hadar down first, and then I would follow it up with the
Okay.
Sleet Storm.
So-
23 to get you to not
So-
go
Remind
down
me
the
what does
hallway.
what.
Hunger, each creature in the area must make a strength saving throw on a failed save. That creature takes 2d6 necrotic and can't take reactions this turn. Oh wait, that's arms, not hunger.
Yeah, we need
I was
hunger.
like, wait,
Yep.
no.
Hunger is a lot larger.
My bad.
What was he looking at?
He was
No,
looking at
it's
arms.
20-foot
Arms of
radius.
Hadar.
Never mind.
There's multiple Hadar things, so.
Yeah,
Hunger
Yeah.
is 20? Oh,
it's 20-foot radius.
that
Yeah.
still definitely
Yep,
fills that
that
room.
fills it up.
So, any creature that starts its turn in that area takes 2d6 cold, and when they end their turn there, they take 2d6 acid.
Okay.
And then Sleet Storm is
We're kids.
heavily obscured. Exposed flames are doused. The ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on its turn or ends its turn there, makes a dex saving throw. A failed save is a false throw.
Alright, so you've cast your spells. MA's turn.
MA's holding and Brigitte's holding, so just skip over us entirely. We're literally not moving unless anything comes close to us.
Alright, so Ed is holding goblins. So they take damage.
7?
Okay.
7 cold.
Goblins that attack people. Goblins that attack people all over this entire island.
Alright.
I'm not out to
So,
kill everything that's in
you
this
cast the spells and y'all sit and y'all wait for a full minute.
How much have we mentioned?
And when the spells finally dissipate, you find 11 frozen bodies around a doused fire.
Are y'all still arguing after a minute?
Probably.
Oh, here's the fun part. I have persuasion plus 10 to tell Verity, just don't fucking go back. And Verity has persuasion plus 2 to try and be like, lad, they need us.
So if they haven't come back up, then I will go back and look for them. I, being Brigitte,
Okay.
will go back and get them. And come back out and see whatever the fuck
Am I
Jeff
still
looks
arguing
like.
with a rock?
No, you probably came into the rock. You're arguing from inside a rock.
Are you two coming?
Yes.
I don't see why.
Come on.
You guys can go ahead.
In the meantime, Ramduin will stealthily poke at the goblins, see if they
what would I
have
do?
anything that would indicate that they
You realize all
robbed some people, and
Make an investigation check.
I only have 7 more of those.
That's 7 more than
9.
Okay.
I guess Adrale would probably be doing that too, since... Really?
Nice.
You got another 6 back.
Yay!
15 for
It'll
Adrale.
heal another 9.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything specific that would notice that you would say, oh, they've robbed recently, but they definitely have, like,
Jeff, the faster we get this done, the
A
faster
variety.
we can get back to Anor-imlad and you can learn more songs.
Yeah, like, okay. Long story short, I don't think Led as a character would be able to be convinced to go back in there, so just go back in there.
Okay.
How much
So-
do you weigh?
Not that much.
Oh boy. Anyway...
If Brigitte picks you up, would Jeff actively resist?
I'd probably cast suggestion on her to put me down.
Trying to think if that's actually something Brigitte would do if you're active. You know what? Hold on. I'm rolling.
I'm sorry, Brian. I tried to just let you guys go.
I'm rolling insight just to see if Brigitte can pick up on this fact that that Led doesn't want to go.
Did you roll higher than 2?
Yes.
Then you picked up that Led does not want to go.
What she's verbally told you.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
Verity, he doesn't want to go. Just come on. Let's just get this done with.
Okay, but don't leave.
I won't.
Okay. Okay.
The goblins have been dealt with. Let's go.
Okay.
So while they're doing that thing, you come back in and you find... So while you and Ed are poking at frozen goblin corpses...
And MA, because he has nothing else better to do right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
You might as well
yeah,
roll
for-
it for him as well.
What are we rolling?
Investigation.
Actually, I don't know. Actually, yes, I am. Never mind. I was like, why am I rolling? But I'm supposed to be Ed. No, I'm not. Oh, wait, he has a -1. Ted.
Investigation is not his strong suit.
No, it's not. It's punching shit.
None of us have a strong suit investigate.
No, Ed does.
Yeah, Ed's decent at
Oh,
it.
whoa.
Verity's good with telling if people are lying to him or not, but that's his strong suit.
So, yeah, the 3 of you are poking around and you... They have there's no matched set of weaponry. So they have, like, shitty daggers and shitty weapons and really nice... Some of them have, like, really nicely well-made daggers and weapons and things like that.
We're gonna take the nice shit, says MA.
That's totally in character.
Let's see.
really
So
deny
let's
It
see.
really is. I mean, you can't fault
You
that.
can't even say.
You can't fault that at all.
Oh, the cat's so cute.
I'll say that MA finds 5 new daggers of well-made quality. And,
For throwing stuff.
We'll tell him next session, if I remember. Otherwise, we're gonna stay forever in Brigitte's inventory.
Well, Carolyn can add them to his inventory.
Oh, that's right, you can't you?
I can
Okay.
edit shit.
So I'll make a note and we can fix that later.
There's a cat by your foot.
Yeah, no.
So, Knowing that my storm probably obscured some traces of footsteps, I would like to try to see if there was any path leading away from these goblins.
Oh yeah, there were the two going in two different
I'm
directions.
talking about like signs of recent travel.
Oh, I see. Right.
Roll
I'm
an
not there
investigation
anyway,
check.
so I should touch.
You guys are coming up on it.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay.
I mean, he cares a bit more. Who's going to care?
Oh, big kitty got stretch.
Are you gonna get off Brigide's character?
You look
sheet now?
around and you don't see
Steal
anything
them quick.
necessarily, but
You can get it.
No, it's too late.
the
So offended.
like as long as I have
Super offended.
All right.
the you don't see anything necessarily dictating which way to go, but you do see that there are two paths at the end of the tunnel now where there's a mostly frozen little water section, one that leads to the left, one leads to the right.
Oh, you drooled on my character sheet, you idiot.
And there's a lot of, well, you rolled a 10, so yeah,
Can I hear anything coming down from other passage?
roll a perception check.
Only one number was going to beat that one, so 26.
Okay. You stop and you listen, and you hear like jingles and soft chiming coming from your left, right?
Coming for your left, pause. Right. Fuck, directions are hard.
And then to your left is just the sound of like wind passing through the cave, but you don't necessarily hear anything like voices or anything like that.
Well, I'll relay that information to the party, and
I guess we're going to the right then.
sure.
Okay. Jingle all the way.
Ho 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 ho, motherfuckers, and now I have a shotgun.
Okay.
No, machine gun.
So you guys walk to the right, and like almost immediately, who's in the front?
I will.
Not it.
Okay.
I'll take the front.
So almost immediately as you start walking, you run almost face first into a collection of things that are just hanging from the ceiling. Cups, bells, swords, things that make noise.
So it's designed, like, how low is this? How low does it go?
They hang probably around, I'd say, stomach to mid-chest height, and they are packed very tightly.
Crawl.
Alright, everybody, arm crawl, let's go.
We don't have to arm crawl. We can baby crawl.
Alright, so we'll all duck down and make our way
Okay,
through these
everybody roll me
things.
an acrobatics check, just to be on the safe side.
Wonderful.
Really?
I have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be something I'm roll the intelligence roll before I actually even finish asking the question. If I roll a 1, then there's no point in even asking. Alright, that's going to be a 13. So, in Syrill,
Mm-hmm.
what is the relationship between orcs and goblins?
Goblins are known as pests. They do tend to gather in some of the outer lying areas, especially at the bases of mountains where they can hole up. And there are occasionally there aren't necessarily any orcs in this area. You've never heard of orcs, but you have heard of hobgoblins.
Okay.
And you know that occasionally the hobgoblins will find a collection of goblins to domineer and make their little mini army, which typically leads to raiding sessions for nearby living areas for the civilized folk.
Everybody hop on the WoW server, we're going. We're going into the next 5.
Hobgoblins in Syrill, how tall?
I'd say probably about the size of small teenage child, but they're a medium-sized creature.
Okay.
Typically they're taller than goblins because goblins are considered small, so they're super small and meh. But hobgoblins are taller and typically a little bit more robust. And with that role, you would know they are semi-intelligent.
Okay.
Hobgoblins, particularly.
Within the limitations of disguised self, would I be able to impersonate one fairly accurately?
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm concerned about the height. Because if it's like, they're also yay tall, it'd be like, okay, then I can't actually disguise self
You
into
could.
that.
I mean, they're considered
'Cause
a
I can-
medium creature, so.
Like, I can disguise myself up and down about yay bit.
Yeah.
So,
And he's about 5 foot something, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I would say that you'd probably just make a tall hobgoblin, but it wouldn't be.
Not tall enough to be weird.
Yeah.
Okay. While they're starting to belly crawl their way through, I'm going to make myself look like a hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
Hobgoblin. And I'm gonna make my way forward to try and catch up with them.
Okay. Alright, everyone else, while he's making his way downtown, I need everyone to make me an acrobatics check, please.
Yeah, we already.
Or
did.
actually make me a stealth check. With your same rolls that you just used, if they're good.
Okay.
Okay then, because I'm keeping that 17 that I rolled.
26.
Okay.
12. Oh.
And I need MA and...
Yeah, MA rolled a 7 with another 7, that's 14,
Mm-hmm,
and Brigitte got an 18.
Adrale got a 17.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys crawl along
Wait, and we still it hasn't been an hour yet, so we would still have
it's
right?
yeah, so
nowhere.
we would still have it
10
past
plus
Valkyrie.
10 to all of
You
us.
all, like, for those that are, like, hanging really low, you all do, like, the cat thing where you, like, go concave. So, yeah,
Master Limbo.
Yeah, you all play Master Limbo with the, dingly dangly objects. Dingly dangle doodle. And you end up coming into a relatively small-ish room, that is packed with shit. Anything good?
Wait, like proper shit?
Huh?
Proper shit?
Not like poo. Not like poo shit, but like people shit.
Like it's just loaded with feces.
Oh, why did we come in here?
Adrale turns on
We
her
found the bathroom.
detect magic.
Okay.
Because she can cast that at will, can't she?
Yep.
Frick, yeah!
Okay,
Warlock's
so
prepared.
go ahead and let her make an investigation check for me, please.
23.
Okay. So it takes her about 20 minutes, and with her spell active, she finds a collection of items, and she comes back with like 3 potions, a small bag of what appears to be dust of some kind, and a covered scroll.
Sweet.
Can we tell what these are?
Do you have identify?
No.
I don't know if any of us have identified.
I don't think we do.
It's not a cleric spell, it's arcane. So.
Yeah, and I know Adrale doesn't.
You can make educated guesses if you are trained in arcana.
Not I.
She is
I just occasionally create fires under people.
23 again.
Okay. She knows she's able to determine the potion of healing because she's seen it before, she's used it before. So there's 1 potion of healing. She doesn't know what the other 2 potions are, but they are potions of some kind. One of them has a fingernail, or looks like some sort of nail shard in it, that floats in a,
Can't you like take a sip of a potion and figure out what it is? Or am I making that up?
I'm marking them down as mystery potions and trying to figure out what
That's
they
fine.
but I'll describe what they
Okay.
look like. But one of them is a clear viscous liquid that has a small sliver of what looks like to be a fingernail in it that sparks occasionally. And then the other one is a dull, or is a very crimson liquid that regularly pulses, and it reminds you all of a heartbeat. And then obviously, it's a spell scroll. She's like, a spell girl. I don't know what spell it is because I don't think it's on her list. But it is a spell scroll. And then she's not able to determine what the dust is, but she knows it's magic.
Is there anything else in the room?
Yes, this room is filled with all manners of weapons.
I mean, like, is there, like...
Ooh,
Is
what
this
kind?
Is there another pathway, or is this, like, a dead end?
It's a dead end. Like,
Okay.
there's just, like, it looks like it's almost like a collection area for them.
Okay.
So they come in and they dump the stuff that they find. So it's just, like, boxes, and, like, some of it is unnecessary. Actually, everyone make me an investigation check on that room for me, please.
This dice
That actually
rolled
wasn't bad.
4 straight 19s, and
Nice.
it's wonderful.
You said investigation?
Yes.
Okay, so, Brigitte got a 21,
Mm-hmm.
and M.A. got, with his -1, an 8.
Okay.
7.
We're doing got an 18.
Okay.
That's -1.
I'm even okay at investigation.
Who rolled above a 10?
Everyone except for MA
Everyone except for
And Verity.
and Verity.
So,
So there are 3 of you. Okay, so 1 and 2 are Randuin, 3 and 4 are MA, 5 and 6 are Brigitte.
okay.
4 was MA, yeah? Or Randuin.
It was not MA, because MA didn't get above a 10.
No.
So. guess-
Wait. So it was Brigitte and Randuin
And a Drale.
and Nadrale. Okay.
So Ed was 3-4.
Okay. So, you know what? She found everything else.
Odds and evens.
Sure.
I'm calling evens.
Brian's like, okay.
I don't care.
So
That's a D2.
It's a
Yeah.
D2, just flip it.
I know.
Okay.
I know how D2s work. So that's a 2. So evens. Who got evens? Okay.
Hit me!
So you find a backpack that's very decently well made. It looks like it's had a few of its seams slipped and slit,
Mm-hmm.
probably from having been torn or pulled and snagged.
Oh
Um,
no.
But you find in the backpack, you find a collection of papers, very nicely well-bound books, a couple of like wax sealed letters, and things like that within the.
Do we recognize the handwriting on the letter?
Rude. Do I recognize their handwriting on some of those letters?
Make me a history check. For recollection.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I'm not, since apparently I'm rude for looking over her shoulder, so.
Oh god, that's awful. 13.
You
Okay.
never say I'm good at that.
So actually, yeah, you do recognize this handwriting. It reminds you of the farmhouse that you raided, where the Carbet tried to eat you.
Motherfucking Brigitte. Brigitte knew. Well, actually, no, Brigitte didn't. Her player knew. Looks like these letters are in Nathaniel's handwriting.
Okay.
Can I open the letters?
Uh-huh.
Fuck that shit. Yes, I am gonna open those letters. What do they say?
It's a letter.
And Brigitte will start passing out letters for everyone to open. If there's enough letters for everyone.
Okay. While this is all happening, make me an investigation check. Since you come to an empty room, well, not an empty room, but a room
full
of
frozen
goblin bodies.
16.
Okay, so you find you're like, where did everyone go? And you get to the joint, the Y intersection, and you see a bunch of like shuffling through the dirt, and you realize that they are human-sized shuffles, and you know which way your party has gone.
That and, like, we have footprints through the ice. Fleet Storm would have left.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm still going to look like the drow that I was beforehand and head that direction.
Good.
Okay.
Oh my god, hobgoblin!
I know.
Well, I didn't do that.
Yeah, because that's exactly what would have happened. Ah!
Intelligence 14.
I have an intelligence of 9, thank you.
I have an intelligence of 6, thank you.
Okay, so you start
Handing out letters for
stealth check
everybody
while
to
you're
open.
at it. Or are you trying to avoid the dingle-dingles that are...
No, I'll
The
just,
jingle jangles.
I mean, if any of them look dangerous, I'll...
There are some swords that are hanging down.
Okay, I'll avoid those.
Okay.
Otherwise, just sort of shuffle through.
But, yeah.
What's your base stealth? Like 10 plus.
If I took 10, it's going to be a 13.
Okay, yeah. So no worries then. So yeah, you start shuffling along as people are like, as you come in, people are sitting down and reading letters.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a reading club. I could have just stayed outside.
You could have, but you joined us because secretly deep down you actually enjoy our company. Or at least you enjoy one of our company.
Well, secretly deep down, I realized that goblins and hobgoblins work together often, and I can... I'm looking like a hobgoblin. And so instead of trying to stealth our way through this, considering these are just goblins, we could possibly just go in and claim I'm their leader, and I captured all of you.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a strategy.
That would have been very helpful, at the beginning of this when you were doing whatever, but, I'm glad you're here.
I'm sorry, how much damage did you take from the slurping Hadar back shit there over there?
None.
Exactly.
So you are reading letters, and they are.
Dear Vogue.
They have.
Dear Outlanders.
Between the 6 of you, 2 names pop up the most frequent. One of them is Gloriana, and the other one is Emmeline. And you get a feeling that he is writing, as you read over the letters, he is detailing, he's basically writing about people who he thinks would be able to fit in within their organization.
He's like writing reports, basically.
Yeah, there are reports detailing like his efforts on recruiting, and you get to gather that he was using his position within the education system of Cinnabar to recruit, and allowing him to send word to his compatriots and say, "Here's who you need to come pick up. They're ready for you to come and train." And these are the 2 names that he frequently writes to.
Is there anything indicating where these letters are going to?
Is there an address?
Like, seriously, are they already addressed?
No, they don't have an address necessarily. It's possible that maybe there's something else that is in play so that they don't have to reveal their locations to one another. You're not sure, but it doesn't say, hey, this is in this city or this is in this city.
Ed.
Turns on the magic eyes, my brand.
I was just kind of thinking
Detect
that,
magic, see
you
if
know,
he-
he's
see
got
if
a
these
pet
letters are
dragon,
magic.
and he rolls them up
Also,
and
detect
roll
magic
one
on this
die,
backpack. See if this backpack is magic.
And then it gets sent where they need to go.
There's the pet dragon. We found it. Put on your head.
By the way, kids, this is what Brigitte has with her hood. Except that it's a wolf.
Hers is a wolf and this is a jerk.
Oh my god, you should get a wolf kigurumi so you can wear it for Brigitte.
Don't fucking tempt me. I have 0 chill right now.
Well,
I'm tempting. I am a temptress. It's what I do.
yeah.
But the letters are addressed to him, so they keep. There's regular correspondence, so there's something set up that allows them to correspond with each other regularly.
And no magic on the letters or the backpack.
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, well, shall we go down the other hallway?
Sure.
Okay.
Whee!
Sneaky.
Alright, so you guys get back to the Y intersection.
We go to the M hall.
The other hallway.
C-A. Nothing. Anyway.
Aha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, we'll head down the other hallway.
Okay.
Making our way down the hallway, going careful.
Okay.
Probably, I guess,
Sneaky,
Jeff
sneaky.
fit the lead since you look like a hobgoblin.
Yeah, and what if we just kind of like wrapped some rope around people?
Yeah, loosely.
It doesn't, so that way it's not actually tied, but just like looped twice, and that's it. So that way they could just.
Looks like we're all tied up and captured.
Yep.
Sure.
Alright. Onwards!
Okay. Do we want to? I want to wait until Susie gets back. So.
Okay.
Because yeah.
So.
Mini break.
And I I doubt we'll try and be like stealthy about it. Instead, just being like, you know, coming through and all, arr, arr, arr,
Passively stealthy.
arr, I gotcha.
Well, if anyone wants Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, that's right. We do have Rice Krispie treats that I made.
I know you made them. I hope you remembered they existed.
Explosions.
Carolyn's like, sure I
might
did.
have accidentally overcooked the marshmallows a tidbit.
It's fine.
They got a little brown. But I think it just makes them crunchy.
Crunch.
I'll say marshmallows are best served on fire. So
Crunch.
I mean, it's crunchy because of the cereal. But then the sugar gets crunchy and chewy.
like I say, marshmallows are best served on fire. So
Yeah, I kind of sat down and started doing something else and kind of forgot that I had them melting in a pot. And then I came back to it and I was like, that smells a little, oh, wait.
well
I
played.
was doing something. Whoops.
Well, I'm going to go get it now that you've mentioned it.
What I do, I'm a temptress. I added an extra T to that word that it doesn't have, but that's okay.
They're probably a little extra marshmallowy than normal, but
Why do you keep trying to turn us off on your Rice Krispie treats?
By describing them in better ways,
Are you like just making sure that we don't eat it so that way you get all of it?
basically.
Hmm.
Oh man, guys, they're really not that great.
They're kind of burned and have a lot of extra marshmallow, and I don't know if they kind of like that sort of thing. And yeah.
I mean, if you're into marshmallows. Yeah, I was wondering why they were in the fridge, but
Because I was like, they need to harden. It's definitely hard.
Derp.
Why did you put it in? You live with her?
I was not privy and here during the Rice Krispie creation process. I was occupado. Hello, cat. This paper.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's do it.
They're just awful.
They're terrible. Chewy.
Crunch.
I'm sure the stream is just loving the hell out of this.
Too bad you're completely off stream.
No, I mean just the idea that we're
Oh.
sitting here just like.
We're just like we're yelling crunch and about Rice Krispie treats and.
Yeah, you can edit out of this when we get to YouTube, right?
On
I mean,
stream.
I absolutely could, but that's a lot more effort
Mm.
than. I mean, I could actually switch it over to our on break.
Sure.
Thing.
That's probably better than us just sitting here.
You know, it's just sitting here quietly and awkwardly.
We'll be back, Internet.
Crunch.
It's a very
Yeah,
Louisiana. It's a very Louisiana crunch.
Rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight echo in the corners of your mind. They won't even last a moment, they will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left that you could salvage from the wreck, and the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. See the ground as it leads to the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. In the broken line horizon, in the castles made of sand, you tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. Ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew. Rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. All the secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind, they won't even last a moment, they will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left could salvage from the wreck. And the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. See the ground as it leads to the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. In a broken line horizon, in the castles made of sand, you tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. The ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew. Rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. All the secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind, they won't even last a moment.
Hi, Internet. Currently moisturizing my lips.
Moisturize me.
So we had a small mini break for Rice Krispie treats. They're crunchy and sticky, but mainly crunchy. All right. So now the party has assembled at the Y intersection that does not spell MCA. Probably pick that up before Lala gets to it and starts looking at the Because I don't know if that's got any of these stuff in it or not, and it could be bad for kitties. Okay, so
Fucking me.
this is the earth is around.
Oh, motherland.
But I'm retired. Okay, so Y intersection you're going to is left.
To the left, to the left.
Everything you own in a box to the left. And I'm sorry I had to get out of my wig, it was too itchy. Oh man. Changing of the battle map that you can't see right this moment. Alright. And I need to Boop-a-boop. 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 Dum bum bum bum. Alright, how many? Nope. No, I don't want it. That one.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
What I really, really want is a zigga zigga za ah. I just don't remember the whole thing.
Hashtag disappoint.
Really, really, really want to say ah. If you want to be my lover, gotta get with my friends. Where did the fucking green guy go? He wasn't here just yesterday. There he is. Ah! I'm sorry, that's really hard to see internet. I wonder if we need to illuminate the subject. Hopefully that's better for you, internet. Great shot to my boobs there. Oh, well, what? Nah, that's not bad. What?
Checking the view.
Just checking the camera.
Does it need to be closer?
Nope, I don't think so. I was illuminating it.
Okay.
So there's just a slight rainbow
Okay.
connecting between Ramduin and the papers.
Yeah.
The papers are white and that's white, so it just looks like it's a white light thing coming out of the papers and like stopping on your name tag.
Sweet.
Alright, and the entry to this chamber is down there.
By the mic.
Yep, by the mic. So,
What do we see?
as you come in, I guess I should actually also why not? So these are just figures, not actual fighters.
They are peas and ours.
Yes. So as you guys come in, there's a small like little antechamber before it opens up into a larger chamber, and you are greeted by a very makeshift but well-used altar, and there is this foul smell coming from the center section, which looks to be some sort of like
Pit.
not necessarily a pit because there is a liquid in it,
Ew.
and it's almost like giving off a very noxious gas. And you can the altar is flanked by
Damn it.
Are you done?
No, I'm
Overcome
dying.
by the noxious odor.
Yep.
That's Jeff in character coughing in the conversation.
It's framed on either side by like open flames, and you see a taller figure than the ones that are generally out there, the green-skinned ones, walking up with what looks to be some sort of body part, and he's muttering something before he puts it down on the altar, and then takes a torch and lights it in one of the open flames before setting it ablaze. Set the body part to blaze.
What body part is it?
Roll a perception check.
I was gonna say, anyone trained in religion?
Nope. I would bet our
24.
cleric might be.
You walk in, Kali Ma Shakti Day! Oh, fuck me.
It is a arm.
Oh, that's right. Whoever had that now is mostly armless.
They're unarmed.
But Tish.
We don't know if they're entirely unarmed because we don't know if they still have the other one.
He could be potentially armed and dangerous.
Well, endangered anyway.
So
He's armed in something.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like I say, Kali Ma Shakti Day. I look for mine carts. Are there any mine carts? Do I see mine
Are
carts?
there any religious iconography?
there is some sort of very crude statue built up close to the altar, which is where that green thing is.
That's fine. Just keep that
What
in
it
MA's
look
character
like?
sheet.
It is.
Bardic knowledge?
Huh?
Oh, right. That doesn't exist in 5th.
Yep.
Fuck you, Watsy.
It doesn't really have any necessarily like really like distinct features because it's a very crude, haphazard.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they worked hard on that.
I know, but it's
But they're
it
shit.
sucks.
It still sucks.
It's still.
They tried their best.
Yeah, their best is a D-, so.
B minus?
They don't. They're not great at creativity.
It's a pile of rocks with a hat on top.
It's our latest creation.
Everyone learns in different ways. We all have our strengths and weaknesses.
And theirs is not.
And
building
some of
their
us have
DNA.
extra arms.
Can I roll a history check to see if like I have seen something like this previously?
Are you trying to determine like if you know this religion or if this is religious? That would be a religion check.
That would be not history.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. No.
15.
Okay. You recognize the iconography of Maglubiet?
Come again?
Maglubiet?
Bless you.
So cute.
It's
Pardon me while I write this.
this is the
Bye, I didn't need that. It's fine. I didn't need to take notes in English here before. Here we go. Okay. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, everybody.
it's the mighty Maglubiet, the mighty one. And
Spell
that's
that for
spelled
me.
Maglubiyet.
The mighty one?
The mighty one. It is the greater god of goblinoids.
Maybe that's why they cut off one arm and one leg, and then you've got one. And then those can be mighty.
Says Verity.
The kid and the kid.
What?
The
kid in the camp that's got one arm and one leg now. Now those are extra mighty.
Okay. So now that we've killed the DM,
Wow, that was like a quadruple heavy side. Dang. Good.
all right. So a greater god of goblinoids.
You just know that it is a god. Your role isn't high enough to know like the full religious like what this is, but you know of the god, and you know that goblins worship it. Goblinoids particularly worship this creature, or this icon. This thing.
Jeff, have you heard of Maglubiet?
I don't know. Let's find out. Yes. I was going to say my religion was higher than yours, so yes.
What was your religion roll? I'm curious now.
15.
That was about mine was.
You know that they hobgoblins in particular do not fear death, because they believe that when they die they will join that god's rank of in legion in their afterlives basically.
Hardcore.
So I think this ritual group chat.
Send it out a group chat.
This ritual group chat?
Yep, ritual group chat, how to fuck up some goblins. I think this ritual has something to do with Maglubiet, and I guess they're sacrificing body parts, or what the fuck ever, to it, or them. I don't know if it's male or
Are the
female.
prisoners alive?
Roll a perception check.
No.
No, I just want to ask questions and you give me
Tell
answer!
me, I'm bad at seeing. 9.
You're not sure. They
Sounds
are.
about right.
You can, from your vantage, I'd say that you only see these two over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd have to get really far in to see the ones that are around the corner.
Can
But
I
the
tell
one,
if they're like restrained?
yes, it's
Okay.
clear they're restrained. They are slumped forward. You're not sure if they're alive. You can't see breathing. They're not moving, so you're not sure.
Okay.
So, Jeff, if you want to do
Can
this
I check
whole,
to see if they're moving?
like, bring in a prisoner, I will volunteer.
Stop being cocky. Good.
And I'll clap off my armor.
You volunteer as tribute?
I will literally volunteer as tribute for this.
Oh, natural
For
20.
what?
Thank you
If
for
we need to.
advantage. Thank you, Shield.
If you want to go, if you would like
yes,
to go
you
in
can tell they're
and
alive. You see them very
as a
shallowly
hobgoblin and
breathing,
have me as a
and one of them
sacrifice
looks
ready
like they
for
might have
Maglubiet or
just
whatever.
recently lost an arm.
Do I recognize any of them as the council members?
I will.
We never saw either of them.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what they were.
Okay. Thought I was interviewing, but I guess that was a different house.
That was Carrie.
Yeah.
So no, you don't see Carrie.
Cool. Okay. They're still breathing.
Anyways, don't whisper. They can't hear you.
They're still breathing.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, with how big this room is, we could do that thing in the front again and fuck up most of their day.
Yeah, but won't we hit the prisoners too?
Well,
They're mostly dead.
I love how we're just like, hey, whatever, it's fuck them. We do need them. At
that
least.
was my thought at the beginning of this whole mess,
You
but
were giving him serious side-eye time.
It's fine.
She's still mad that
My
I took the
thought
papers from her
is
the first time.
that if Jeff is okay with this, Jeff can disguise himself as a hobgoblin again, and I can go in as a prisoner because I can call my sword and shield to my side at any time.
And what do the rest of us do? Just like watch in terror?
Watch in terror or come
Well-
and help as needed.
how about this? You guys go back to the very entrance tunnel. You send one person to sit in the very front with the only 5 foot wide, maybe like MA. 2 of you go over to the other Y intersection at the very front there and kind of hide yourself in there. Let's see, that leaves a couple of you left. You can also hide over there or behind MA. What I'll do, I'll look like a hobgoblin, run in and say, hey, there's another caravan, we can get some more sacrifices like right now. By the way, I'm a hobgoblin, you guys are kind of shitty, so let's just go fucking get some more sacrifices now because you're going to listen and say what I and do what I say. Because I can be like that.
And then just murder them on the way out?
Yeah, and they run to the thing and we death trap them again. Or at the very least, some of them.
Yeah, we could try. I think I'll hide in here, and assuming they leave those prisoners here, I can undo their chains and
Yeah, sneak around a corner and...
hide.
I will stay as well. And then M.A. and Edirale and Ramduin can go.
Like I say, just to make sure that if they try and get to the Y intersection side, they can't go that way. If they try and go the top way, then they can punch them back and stuff. And whoever stays with me, we can run in behind them and make sure they don't come out that way. And I'll do my best to make sure that everyone goes, because I'll make it sound like it's really big and important.
It's a really
Good
big,
to me.
important caravan. I need all
We
of
can
them.
give it a try.
And there's a lot of good gold, and everyone's going to need to help to carry it back.
We can
Or whatever
certainly
goblins are
try.
most interested in.
Arms.
I'm game.
I say, you know that hobgoblins are very warlike.
There are a lot of body parts to be collected from this caravan.
Murder
Weak.
is a
It's
good-
weak. It's full of women and old, women, old people, and kids, and everyone knows that, we'll
Those
be
are
able
the
to.
most vulnerable.
Sure, we can give it a go.
Alright.
I'm game.
I will hide.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
I guess we'll sneak back to the Y interception or whatever. Remember, pass without a trace.
34 then.
Yes.
Okay.
Brigitte's gonna clap off her armor so she doesn't have to roll a disadvantage. And, oh! Hey, that's great! With the plus 10 for pass without a trace, it's a 24.
Yay!
Plus by 1 stealth for a 25. And then, M.A. gonna roll with his ridiculous plus 7 in stealth.
Lots.
That's a 30 something.
I got a 21. Adrale got an 18.
Alright. Sorry, everyone else is stealthed.
Verity is
And
telling me to
hiding.
be careful before he goes and hides.
Please be careful.
I will actually have my crossbow out just in case
Okay.
I need to do something from a distance.
Okay.
Who already said go?
Alright.
Ready, set, go?
Alright, I'll go do that.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm going to make a rather grand entrance,
Mhm.
proclaiming myself as Hobgoblin name? Slurred the Fierce.
Okay.
I have come to this place to was it the
Worship.
well, what's her name?
Megalobee.
Maglubiet.
Yeah, Megan sent me. Megan sent me. I am an envoy of Megan. She is pleased with what you are doing here, and she has sent all of you a blessing that I am going to lead you to. There is a large caravan of humans, and there are a lot of children, and there are a lot of sick, and a lot of old ladies who would make perfect sacrifices. Meglubiet, Megan has blessed us all.
Let's go kill some people.
You've
It's
never
going to
seen-
take all of us.
You've never seen such beautiful arms in all your life.
Yeah, these are the greatest arms ever.
Damn good.
She's going to love it.
Roll a persuasion check.
I can do that. I don't get advantage or anything? Because I'm cool?
Because
DC is low.
15.
Okay.
And if anyone doubts my power, I can
suggest otherwise.
suggest otherwise.
Okay. Everyone's like so there's a variety of different goblins, and then as you have run in and start talking, you notice that another hobgoblin. You actually do know that there's another hobgoblin. He's the one who's actually doing the sacrificing. So he kind of stops and is like staring at you, and is like seems to believe you, but at the same time there's just like a kernel of doubt. And he like starts walking down the stairs, and as you say outside and all of them start running, there's actually you actually see them, so where that rock slide is on the map, you see them all dart into that and actually disappear.
Ah! Like all of them?
That's the nearest passage for them, so they all start running into that passage.
Maybe you should send a message to the caravan Ram doing. Oh, we might have fucked up.
There's hobgoblins along. Okay, there's goblins and hobgoblins.
Incoming.
Sorry.
We'll be there soon.
So,
Hashtag our bad.
So there, you.
TTYL.
Who's at the Y intersection?
It would have had to have been Ram doing an Adrale to cast the double whammy again at least, and I think MA was there as well and was going to punch anybody who made it through the.
Okay. So as you three are sitting there, you don't actually know that they escaped.
Yeah.
So don't
You can't send that message. So as you three are like sitting there, you suddenly hear the clatter of feet and armor and weapons, and you see what you didn't see before, but you see now is a tiny hole as a goblin head pops out, and he starts running for the tunnel leading out.
Does he run past us?
So you guys are at the Y intersection.
Yeah, where's that map again?
I know, we messed up Carolyn's carefully planned battle map.
So you guys are here.
Well, they're...
So you guys are here.
No, they're up at the other end. MA is up at the
So
the
you guys
pinch
are up
point.
here?
MA's up there,
Okay.
Yeah.
and the other two are over, leading to
To the Clangies.
To the Clangies.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, the Jinglies.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys are sitting here and here, let me talk around it. You see goblins start coming out of the walls, like right here, and you just see them start running this way.
Well, if they still end up in the middle of that, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
Okay.
that's basically you didn't notice the small tunnels that are in and around this cave.
I mean,
And also, we would have moved all the bodies to set out of the center
the
of
frozen
the room.
Yeah, we'll toss them in with the trash or
They
whatever.
can just go in with the water.
No, I wouldn't put them on the water. I would have put them in that side cave.
Yeah,
in the treasure room.
Put them in the treasure room.
Okay.
Or at least move them out of where we expected them to come from.
Yeah, because that would make them stop and go, oh shit,
Exactly.
what's going on? Yeah.
So when we see the first head, even though it's not where we expected to, I would assume that at least, I guess.
Fuck it, cast it right there. Cast it right on the wall. As soon as you
Yeah.
see that head, fuck!
Yeah, I guess I would be like, all right, well.
So what are you casting?
Sleet Storm.
The double whammy, hate, hunger,
And
of
then I'll
Hadar.
nudge Adrale.
With action prepared and ready to go.
Because we were kind of waiting for.
I know.
Goblins to start running through.
They're coming from the wrong
the
direction.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's okay. I know what I'm going to do on my turn, so.
Alright, so you guys cast your spell, and they...
I said, before we get too far, do all of them?
The goblins all leave, but the hobgoblin is... He's like walking that way, but he's not like excited, like, oh, goody. You know, he has more intelligence and wisdom than his brethren.
Well, that's fine. Can you make a wisdom save DC 15?
We'll find out. No, he cannot.
Okay, then I'm going to suggest that he runs at as fast as he can to get out as fast as he can to get to the caravan. Suggestion.
He has to make the long way around because he's a medium creature.
That's fine.
So he starts taking a nice jog and starts going up the tunnels past you and Brigitte.
Should we stab him as he runs by?
Because then he'll stop.
Fair. We'll let him go.
But I'm gonna follow behind him so that I can try and get to Ramduin to get him to send a message to the caravan.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to run to that hole,
Okay.
the extra hole, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave up that hole.
Oh, you mean the one?
The one where the goblins went scurrying up that we didn't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with everything pinched off, and you have basically about almost 10 goblins trapped in this
Actually-
little tunnel.
Never mind. Continue.
I will say they all expire.
Okay.
They get shoved forward into a sucking darkness, and then frozen to death. And then the hobgoblin is coming up.
The way we expected him to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he.
So yeah, I'm gonna actually suggest you go after the
Well,
hobgoblin,
I
and
wanted-
I can
I
deal with
didn't-
the prisoners.
Well,
and
okay.
with the locks.
Remember, his suggestion is run as fast as he can to get to the caravan as fast as he can.
But does it also override his ability to determine what is harmful?
Good point. He
That's why I was gonna roll. To
yeah, because
see-
you can't suggest that someone like kills themselves.
Yeah.
So
But if he doesn't see it coming, it's
But there's
kind
there's a magical darkness,
there is a magical darkness. So
and they have dark vision, so that means that his vision is suddenly stops when he comes close to Hadar.
Yeah, he could.
So I
At
would
the very-
imagine that like his self-preservation would kick in at that point.
Well,
Yeah, it would-
That's
it would-
why I
Like
was
when
rolling.
Brigitte gives him a solid shove and
Yeah,
encourages
Brigitte
him,
comes up. Brigitte will follow along behind him, her armor still off.
and then boot kick him.
And
into
as
the
soon
darkness.
as he stops and tries to turn, bye.
Make me
This is Sparta. Huh!
make a
Basically.
Stealth check.
make a unarmed strike. So make a melee check or melee attack.
This is gonna be fun.
Punch.
Dirty 20.
It's a meet and beat.
Oh.
Wait, he was a fucking 20? Fuck him.
Well,
So-
he doesn't matter now.
Well, I mean, he eventually could potentially get out, but for now, he's in darkness.
For
So
now,
you push him in, and he stumbles forward, and you hear an expletive in a language you don't understand.
Before all that, I'd cast tongues on myself so that way they could definitely have understood me.
Rather
Well,
than,
they understand common.
yeah, but a hobgoblin running in and yelling in common would be a little weird to a room full of nothing but goblins. That'd be a little odd.
Yeah, I actually yelled in Gnomish, so that way, if nothing else, I could claim it was a dialect they didn't understand.
God.
Okay, I'm going to then go over to the prisoners and try and get them out of their...
Whoa,
well,
Let's make sure that we're done with goblins and hobgoblins.
So,
Once I kick him in, as soon as I'm confident he's in there, I'm going to go back and join Verity.
okay. So, so let me do this then.
Maybe you should stick around and help with him.
In case he
Yeah, in
doesn't
case he
die.
stumbles his way back out again.
I'll hang out.
Yeah, let's give
I'll
it a
hang out
minute.
at least at the entrance and just wait.
I would say I'm over by the rock slide.
Wait until we don't
Wait and
hear
see
any
if
more.
anyone else
Yeah,
comes that way.
I will move and be hanging out like towards the entrance into this chamber, but I'm staying in this area.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
But that way, if I start hearing like Brigitte and Ram doing yelling or in pain or something, then I will double dash that way.
So I'm gonna say that the spell has expired. That Hunger of Hadar and Slate Storm, since they last for a minute, that it has been at least half a minute because he had to come around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I want 5 rounds
Okay.
of him being in the darkness.
Sure.
Okay.
So Hunger of Hadar is when he starts his turn, he takes damage.
And when he ends
Ends
his
his
turn,
turn.
he
Okay.
takes ice damage and poison damage.
Okay, so start of his turn.
I think he has to, if I remember it correctly, I think he has to roll to save against the ice damage, and the poison damage is automatic.
Yeah, one of them's automatic, the other one.
Yeah.
Plus, he has to roll to see if he stays upright because of Sleet Storm.
Yep. Okay, so any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold.
Mm-hmm.
Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid.
That's
Okay.
what it is. It's cold is automatic, acid is not.
Okay, so start of his turn.
So,
Roll
start of his
I
turn,
need
he
him to roll, or I need you to roll damage.
damage 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Then he makes a dex check to see if he's prone. Well, I mean, technically she pushed him in, so he starts his turn prone.
He got pushed in. He didn't get pushed down.
Okay, so sure. So he checks to see if he goes prone.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
15.
It's a dex check.
Yes. Yeah, it's 15.
Nope, he's down. So he slips. He uses half his movement to stand back up.
Difficult terrain.
Yep. And now he's
The
going
frog blanket is out.
So, blip. He's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He wanders around. He ends his turn. He makes a dex save again. Rolls a nat 1.
Haha!
He takes 6 damage.
And
Okay.
you're rolling 2d6 for that, right?
That is correct.
Alright, so I'm assuming there are people are holding their turns, so the start of his next turn.
He takes cold damage.
8. No, I'm sorry, 10.
I'm sorry, 83.
75.
Alright,
248.
so dex save to stay upright. He fails. I don't like you anymore. He
Hi,
stands
Lurchka.
back up.
He wanders.
That didn't count as a roll. He then does a dex save. No.
7 damage.
I just, you could be.
I could be.
You being you could be.
I wasn't.
Okay. Next turn.
Because I have 0 chill. Thanks for putting that in my
7
head.
damage.
I am a terrible influence. Oh, hello, little cuteness.
Oh.
And then he does
What's your what
dex.
brand
He
is
stays
yours? Do you remember?
upright. So difficult terrain needs half.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want something?
Probably has wandered into the water by now, so I'm gonna say he doesn't. He doesn't go that way. Okay.
Okay, I guess we're just doing this.
Dex
That's fine.
save.
I didn't need any
That's
of
a
this.
18 on the roll.
That's fine.
So he succeeds on the second roll.
Takes cold damage.
So that's 7 divided by 2, so 3.
Oh, it takes half?
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 2?
3.
3 acid?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Next turn. Cold.
11.
Nice. Okay. If he stays upright. No, he does not. He falls on his ass. He gets back up.
We gotta go.
again! Yeah, we're gonna keep it down!
He keeps
Well, he takes
wandering around in the
Too
dark.
much more of these 4d6 damage around.
He's gonna be down for good.
Yeah.
He takes full acid damage.
6.
Carolyn getting so bitter.
I mean, that's part of D&D, though, is clever ways of getting around an actual battle.
I need to make sure I'm in a party with Warlock more often on my Tempest Clerics.
Yeah, just hunger of
Yeah, that's kind of a ridiculous combination.
It really is.
Really-
And then, like everybody,
It
all the
is
and then all the
stupid fucking
melee people are
combination.
just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just wait
Hang out.
here.
Oh boy, that's that, and then that. So now the next turn, final, the spell will be ending after this.
Can you cast another one of these a day?
No, she's already
No,
cast
she's already
twice.
used 2 of her.
Oh.
2 of her
8.
Okay. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, but if we have more sleet storms.
You know, we could have just taken a short rest, but it's fine.
He fails, so he's on his ass. He
Yay.
gets back up. He wanders further into the dark. And he fails again. So,
5.
Alright.
You know, the cold's been good, the acid not so much, but they've
Yeah.
evened out.
Yeah, because the cold is automatic, which is nice.
Alright, so as that spell ends, as both spells end, he's like standing like probably close to the middle of the Y intersection, looking like he's frosty, he's got weird cuts on him, He might be a tidbit slimy. You're not sure why.
How's
Emma's
he
gonna throw
looking?
one of his brand new daggers at him.
How's he looking?
He's not looking so great.
Emma's
Well-
gonna throw one of his brand new daggers at him.
Okay, roll it.
And then I would have cast Shatter and Channel Divinity just to.
No, calm down.
Why not? I
Let
mean,
me stab him first. What's the attack on a dagger? I forgot.
It
Well,
would
it's
be
He's got
his-
plus 7.
It's
It's
a
a
thrown
thrown-
weapon, so it's.
and he's
You'll hit him.
That's a 9
Oh,
plus.
wait, no, that's 9.
Yeah, it's a 9 plus whatever.
He has a plus
No.
7.
No, she earlier said 20 was a meet
Okay.
and beat, so.
So that's a 16.
it like clink.
Whap! It actually hits him like hilt first.
Yeah.
He
I was
looks
just-
he looks a little
Annoyed.
annoyed.
That's fine.
And at this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative. Who's in the room?
I'm not.
I'm not
Alright.
either.
We're hanging out.
So you're gone.
I got a 10.
Awkwardly.
Brigitte got a
gone.
17. That's
Jeff
fine.
Goblin.
You're
Parody of Shadow.
gone. You're gone. You're
Racists.
dead. You're dead. You're dead. Who's all in the room?
M.A., Adrale, Brigitte,
And
Randu,
Randu.
and,
Yeah.
So the only one who's not is Led.
and Verity. I'm not in the room
Okay.
either.
Because Verity's at the entrance to this room.
Brigitte,
I
what'd
mean,
you
I
roll?
think technically I
18.
could shoot for my with my crossbow, but I'm not going to.
Adrale,
I was like, we don't know how
6.
long that hall actually is.
And if it curves at all.
I'm doing
16.
At the very least, you probably couldn't see much.
MA.
14.
All right, so start of the round. Brigitte, you're up.
Okay. So start of the round. I'm going to do. Frickety frack. What am I gonna do?
Sweetie, sweetie.
I don't know, you
coming
put
for that
30
booty?
seconds to think.
Well, I mean, swiggity swig, I am coming for that booty. I'm going to do magic missile.
Okay.
Well, that's easy
As
enough.
Brigitte?
Yes, I have magic
Oh.
missile.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for telling me when I roll. Thing.
Well, you hit. That's easy enough. You just
You
need to
hit,
do
you
damage.
just do damage.
Yeah,
D4 plus
that's right,
1.
D4 plus 1.
And do you get 1 or 2 missiles at your level?
I get 3 actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's in the water, you
Or I
said?
get 4.
He's
I think.
no, he's like
You know
in the
where
middle.
you're
He
falling.
walked into it, and that directed him away from
I think
it.
it's-
But
I know
then
at
he
least
wandered
it's
around in the
Okay.
dark,
So
so he's
there's
just
no
kind
way
of
to-
near the
It
water,
should
but
be
in
on
the
your
middle of the
sheet.
land.
Gotcha.
It's not on my sheet. Doesn't tell me. So that's 2,
What?
3, 4.
What are you asking?
7.
How many?
How many missiles she gets at her level?
At first level, it's
What
3D,
level are
3d4 plus 1
Level 5, 6.
for each missile. Or it's 1d4 plus 1 for 3 missiles. For each level that you level it up, it's 1 extra missile.
So at second level,
Yeah, what level are
So
you
it's
casting
second level.
it at?
Okay.
So
No,
you,
no.
can,
Okay.
you get 4 missiles at 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
So then I only have a first level slot. So then it's only 2. So that.
Yeah,
that's
I
magic
was thinking
missile.
you did not get super high level slots.
That's 3.
you
plus-
create 3 glowing darts of magical force. That is a first level evocation. So you're casting it at second level.
First level.
So
Okay,
3d4
so 3,
plus 1.
1d4.
So you're-
So 3d3 plus 3.
3d4 plus 3.
Yes, that.
So
what's your
7.
7 damage? Nice.
Where'd my pencil go? There's my pencil. So 7 damage.
Because that's 1 more than minimum.
Boop.
Nice roll.
Boop.
But you know what? You don't have to hit.
Exactly, because that's going to be the hard part with him.
All right. I have to.
We're going to need to make him make the
I
saves.
absolutely have to switch back over to my character sheet because I do not have these spells memorized.
Okay.
Thanks,
so
Kamala, for being a.
his turn.
Don't you have a sword?
So
I do have a sword, but I'm not
Actually-
close enough to him to run up and hit yet.
Since we've come back to this one,
Might as well, yeah.
Don't forget to knock off the crystals in the statue or it's going to be funky.
boo, boo, boo.
It's like, let's put people where they is.
Yes, please.
Did you grab the hobgoblin figure?
No, I didn't. He's
All right,
there.
for simplicity's sake, this
Grab
is
the
going
actual
to be.
hobgoblin, too.
This is.
Yep, I did. You had a hobgoblin.
Yup.
All right, babe, you're gonna have to put me places.
That's
Emma, that's Ed. Brigitte's currently on the table in her. Nope. Yeet.
Yeah, I know what Brigitte looks like.
And then whatever happened to MA's mini.
He didn't have one.
We never had one, we were just using Osif.
I think we use
He
Asif.
had one for a while. 'cause I got him
Asif is
one.
over there somewhere. He's
Oh
on
yeah,
the table.
he did find the monk. He did have a monk person.
Oh, he's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Asif. So there's Asif and Brigitte right there.
So we said we were over here. Wait.
Let's say MA's up there. That one we know. Which way leads to the treasure? This side?
Yes, that side.
Okay, so you were there, and...
The Dragonborn is MA, quote
You were
unquote.
there. Dragonborn's up here. And then Brigitte.
You had shoved him in, so you probably were over.
Back over there.
You were... Yeah.
Okay, so I'm casting magic missile, and then I'm gonna run up to him, sword and shield in hand, and go be like, ah,
Alright.
ah.
He pulls out his own shield and sword.
He has a double-bladed scimitar!
I'm gonna fucking steal it. It's mine.
No, he has a longsword.
Oh, that's stupid.
You know, he has a spear.
Alright,
I'm
so
glad one of us is comfortable, Cap.
he's going to attack you directly. You know what? You two have been rolling shit, so no.
Yeah.
And you.
With a lot of dice.
Since you are all up in his grill, yo.
Comfortable.
Alright, so he makes 3 melee attacks. So he's going to do 1, 2 with his longsword, and then try and bop you with his shield.
Okay, just he needs to roll.
So
Shield
he did.
bop.
Yeah, I've rolled them. I'm
Okay.
just telling you what he's doing. So with the longsword, he does a 22,
I'm casting.
and
I'm casting. As my reaction, I'm gonna cast shield, which gives me a +5 to AC.
is that on 1 hit or just permanent?
For the until the next her beginning of her next turn.
When you are one reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by by the magic missile spell. So he hits. I cast shield. So
It stays.
It
is the
stays.
question.
Until
Okay.
the beginning of her next
yeah,
turn.
it stays until the start of my next turn. I have a
Okay.
+5 bonus to my AC.
So what's your AC now?
My AC is now a 26.
Okay. So and then so with that he did a. So on his second hit he does a 27.
Jesus God.
Rat.
What the
I rolled an 18.
fuck? Okay.
Rat.
And then his shield is 23, so that didn't hit. So his
35.
1 longsword attack hits you.
Okay.
So he does 6 slashing damage to you.
Handy ball.
Ow. Rude.
And okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Rim, doing your turn.
Question: how deep is that water?
Not deep.
Okay.
It probably goes up to your ankle, maybe mid calf if you're in it the deepest.
Cool. All right. Well, seeing as we still weren't super comfortable
Some of
with
that
how
was too much.
solid the cave was, I'm doing will move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will zap him with his staff.
Hi. Whap.
Not very good. I don't believe that hits. Yeah, doesn't hit.
Okay.
And then he will cast spiritual weapon, try to whack him on the head with that.
Okay.
Also will not hit. And that is his turn.
Okay.
But now you have your spiritual weapon out there.
That is correct. And spiritual weapon
Yippee!
is here.
Okay, so, could somebody move MA 45 feet?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Perfect.
Meow.
Shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
And MA is gonna use his unarmed strikes to try and hit the fuck out of him.
Do it.
Do that thing where you punch him.
So,
You got +7, so
That's
you need
right.
13.
Similar to Crouch.
One will hit.
22 for the first one.
That hits.
And
Second one misses because that's a 10.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
So D6 plus 4, I believe.
Fuck. Okay, he takes 5 bludgeoning damages for his first one.
Okay.
We're going to spend a key point.
For flurry for another attack.
Yep, flurry of blows.
Stunning.
So he's going to get. Wait, 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Alright, he's going to do it again. First one misses horribly.
Well, it's...
Next one is a 19. Damn it!
Nope.
Well, you know what? He tried.
You need 13s to hit him.
E.
All right. Anor-imlad, your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
Let's not roll that one.
Because that'd be Warlock's, right? At least she gets
Nope.
2. She needs like a 15 to hit, but she gets 2.
I think she misses on both of them. Give me a second. Yeah, 19 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
Yep, she misses both.
Okay.
Yeah, his AC is a 20. Okay, we shall try.
I believe.
All right. Brigitte, you're up.
Alright then. Alright, I'm gonna hit him with my thawad. With my scimitar, and I'm also going to attempt to do one of my sword attacks, so you fuckers have been rolling pretty well, mostly. No, that's a 17.
Nope.
Gonna miss. Alright, gonna use my bonus action to try again.
Okay.
No! You're fired.
It's like with a plus 5, we're going to hit him 1/4 of the time.
Alright.
All right, his turn. So, let's see. He turns and goes up
Oh,
to
wait.
Monk.
Is he currently flanked?
No,
Damn it.
no.
All right.
You
I
don't
say
have flanking with him.
Ramduin and the spiritual weapon are the
Yeah.
only ones
If-
flanking right now.
Okay, so if MA moved, he would be flanked.
Can I get flanking off of my spiritual weapon?
In next turn, since we didn't
Okay.
call it last time.
Just wondering, because that's good to know.
So he turns on MA, who's the one who did damage to him last time.
Oh. Oh, really? Is he now? Hold on.
He hasn't hit him yet, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No, I was meaning that Susie was all ready for a reaction, but nothing had
God
happened
damn.
yet.
Wrecked.
I rolled the highest was a 4.
Okay.
So,
You get nothing.
that even with a, I think that doesn't help because the highest was a 13.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. There's a whoosh, whoosh, boom, and MA's doing that weird monk shit where he's just like, yeah, no, fuck you, buddy.
Okay.
Man, this guy's AC 20 and has a plus 9 to hit.
No, it's an opportunity attack if he moves. He hasn't moved yet.
Jesus fuck.
Just kidding.
Alright, Ramduin, your turn.
Blankety flank. Maybe I'll just do Toll the Dead instead. Yep. DC 15 con save. Or no, I'm sorry, wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Nope. He rolled a 5.
What, you mean a saves aren't plus 10?
Not for wisdom.
No.
Non-existent.
I'm sorry, D12.
Fuck.
What are you hitting with?
Toll the Dead, he's taking damage.
Yeah, he's taking damage, so
So
it
that's 17.
goes.
Alright.
Told the Dead is
So
awesome.
as you cast your magic and you, I'm guessing it makes a noise. Or something.
Bells.
King.
He's wrung to death.
It does.
Deep resonant noise like rings off of him and starts,
You hear a crack of lightning in
It's
the
like the
background.
Sabriel theory.
and he just vibrates himself to death.
The bell tolls for you.
Brown chicken, brown cow, he vibrates himself to death?
He got
Oh
told.
God.
He got told. That was good. A+.
God damn it, I need to bring back those stupid sunglasses.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Uh,
They're at work.
We do need to bring those in.
Alright, now. A carefully laid, very extremely unpleasant fight was mostly bypassed. Okay.
Yeah, 1-2 punch.
Me and Eldrali. We do the Top Gun.
Oh, we got bells.
Yeah. Yep. Especially since it's 5th level, I get 2 D. It's like,
Okay, Brigade will be like, whew, okay. Maybe need a little bit of a break after that, or something. And she will head back into the cavern where the prisoners were.
And as we're walking down, I'll say, let's not be too hasty with releasing them from their bonds.
Oh, they're not getting
Considering-
released from their bonds. They need to stay in their bonds, and we'll just drag their asses back to the caravan.
Yep.
Under arrest.
So I would like to check the prisoners.
Okay. What are you checking?
Are they alive? Do they have all their limbs?
No. Again, they have been
Brutalized.
similarly to the kid who escaped. They are in varying degrees of dismemberment. Some have. It's almost like they started small and they've just been slowly chipping away at limbs. And you even see some like bite marks and things like that. So you maybe get a feeling that somebody decided to nibble. But they are alive, if not highly traumatized.
I'm just gonna make my way out of the cave. I'm not checking prisoners. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm just gonna make my way out of the cave.
Goodbye, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'll try at least like move all the prisoners into the same area if they're spread out.
They're on
No, they're just
opposite
the two
sides.
sides of the
Okay,
room.
then I won't worry about it. So I will just stay and keep an eye on the prisoners.
Okay.
So yes, we'll walk into the room. Be like,
Okay.
You pass a hobgoblin. Yo.
Hey, Jeff.
like, oh, Jeff.
Hold on, I'll make it easy. I'll turn back into a drow.
Okay, I'm just like, yep, alright. Well, almost,
That's my Jeff.
almost did it. Just keep walking.
It's fine.
Stinks in there.
No, I don't doubt at all.
If you turn yourself into an Aragonasi, do you get all the abilities of the
No.
Aragonasi?
No, it's an illusion.
Until he
For
gets
now.
until he gets true polymorph or
Yeah.
something like that.
For now.
Alright, so when I walk into the room, if it does stink, I'm gonna start gust of winding the foul.
There's
stench.
there's that pit of like bubbly liquid, which you determine is probably some sort of acid, and there is a small like vent in the ceiling. Ow, my arm still hurts. I got my flu shot. It hurt. So as you gust it up into the vent and try and get the smell out,
Okay.
Yeah.
but you get a feeling that this is a natural occurring acid vent.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, Tiger.
Does someone who's okay with medicine want to maybe bandage up some of these wounds?
As someone with a +0 with medicine, I am not volunteering.
Let's get
my
back to that.
assistance.
I'm going to ask them who they are. And I'm going to cast Zone of Truth. I'm going to ask them who they are.
Okay, so they are on opposite sides of the room currently.
So we'll move them
We'll
together.
move them
Yeah, so we'll
over,
move them over and then cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
ask them who they are and where they come from.
Do they need to make checks?
Yes,
Yeah.
they will need to make... a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
Okay. The eldest of the three, or of the four. Who are you?
We are,
No. We asked you a question first. Who are you?
Who are you?
That's
I want to play some Tom Petty right now.
I'm not related. What?
nothing. I'm just thinking of like Brookie is like 5,000% done with these goddamn races.
I'm going to say calm. I'm going to say, who are you? We are a group of adventurers who was on the way, passing by, and ran into a young man who was missing an arm and a leg, and told us that he had been waylaid and we are here to rescue his friends, but we're asking who you are.
Oh, Jonathan got away. Good.
Well, thankfully you're human, so they might talk to you.
My name is Nathaniel.
And where do you hail from?
Cinnabar.
What caused you to get ambushed by these monsters?
We took shelter in the cave when the storms came.
What were you doing out here?
I was trying to see my boys to their classes.
So
Insight check.
wait, hold up. I know whether they failed the save or not.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if they passed the save.
2 boys failed. Nathaniel and another boy succeeded.
Okay. Alright. So I was really hoping to avoid any kind of conflicting stories here, but I'm pretty sure you're Nathaniel, whatever his last
Way.
name, Way from the town of Cinnabar, who was fleeing prosecution for putting people into slavery.
Your fucking rug tried to eat me. Brigitte tell us salty about that.
M.A. pulls
M.A.
out the
pulls
rug.
out the rug.
And he pulls out the head.
Got it here!
Throws the rug at him. Ah! Oh, it's not magic anymore.
Can you repair this? I really wanted to eat people.
Go into more caves. Why is there this rug here? Ah, gets eaten.
Another adventurer bites the dust.
Oops.
He kind of gives a sigh and he's like, I think I find myself on the wrong side of things at the moment.
You were on the wrong side to begin with.
So, what do you want of me?
We want to know more about this whole operation. Who...
You're not there.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
Who put this whole thing together? Who created this magic that draws the souls out of people?
Oh, now that I don't know.
Bull fucking shit.
So my quandary here is,
But I wasn't finished.
Brigitte is so ready to cut his fucking head off.
I do not know who creates the magic. I only know it is a gift from our master. I am but a servant of those higher in our organizations. I do their bidding.
So if he wants to be fucking useless, why don't we just leave him here to die, and we'll just take the boys. They can go back to Cinnabar and get the help that they need.
They've already been chosen.
I don't fucking care. You're tied up right now in a goddamn acid cave, and you're very fucking lucky I don't pick you up and drop you in that acid right now.
I'm only saying that they will not remain in Cinnabar for long. They have been chosen. They will be collected.
well, in that case, what's to stop us from just dropping you all into the acid right now?
Nothing, actually.
Your alignment!
Well, considering my god sent somebody here to help me with this whole slavery issue, Ramduin feels that his god disapproves of the whole situation that was caused there, and if
No, I bet it is, but
well, the alignment, I'm putting out justice for those, and these kids are obviously chosen to continue this path. If they can't be redeemed, then why should I suffer them to live?
So
That's my justification for it in my head. I don't know if that's correct, but that's how Ramduin would look at it.
okay.
So
Make good decisions, Cat.
surely you can tell us something that would be worth saving your boys here.
I know some things, but not all things. Depending on your questions, I will attempt to answer them as truthfully as I can.
Why don't you just tell us what you know?
I recruit for the Angels and the Reapers. Juliana is my contact for... Gloriana is my contact for the Reapers. Emmeline is my contact for the Angels.
I feel like somebody should be taking notes. I've lost my. There it is. Hello, pen. Come back here.
Your tail saved it. Kamala might attack the river.
I mean, I'm
She's
not sure.
eyeing it very.
Oh no, it's gone! How awful!
She's like, what are you doing? I help find those who would benefit from our teachings and let them know when to come pick them up. I was stationed in Cinnabar to obviously recruit, while Victor and Carrie did their business.
Wait, who the fuck is Victor?
Alvin, there we go. Sorry,
Rothschild.
I forgot his name there for a moment. Alvin and Carrie. Shit, I just called him the wrong name again. No, I didn't. It was about Alvin.
I'm so gonna watch Young Frankenstein when I get home.
Hey, welcome back.
She says his paper's here. I'm gonna sit on it.
Cool. I didn't need that. Didn't need any of that. It's fine.
So anyway,
What are the difference between the Angels and the Reapers?
Ooh, let's see here.
one creeps the other angles.
The Angels bring the gift of our master to them, allowing them to be complete. Should I ever meet him? He kind of looks down at his appendages that are missing. He's like, hopefully he would reward me. The Reapers collect the impure souls and offer them to our master for whatever purpose he sees of them.
Okay. You said that they would be rescued from Cinnabar. How would that come about?
You mean picked up?
Yes.
Gloriana and Emmeline would send a runner from their base once a month, roughly. I would give my reports. They would pick up the recruits from the last time I sent my reports, take the new reports, go back to their masters. The next month comes, they would come for my reports and pick up the latest recruits.
How do these runners come through? Like, do they come with a caravan? Do they come single? Do they just show up at your door?
Show up at my door. Occasionally some of them came with boxes and whatnot, probably to help out whatever his name was down at the tavern, but I don't remember his name.
That fucker. No one cares.
It wasn't my job, I didn't really care to know him.
What do you do with these souls?
I can't answer that. I only know that they are offered to our master for a greater purpose. That purpose has not been shared with me.
So some motherfucker came up to you one day and said, "Hey, you want to reap some souls for the master and gain possible unhold power?" And you said, "Sure, that sounds like a great idea." And then decided to crush the economy of a town in favor of collecting souls that nobody fucking told you what it does?
It's not my place to ask those questions.
What was
God,
your
you're dumb as hell.
What was your reward for doing this?
I was allowed to continue my studies. I was allowed to continue my studies and work on my ideals of creating a even more powerful magic, one that combines mechanical uses. Very hard to do that now, I suppose.
It's gonna be a lot harder if I cut off your fucking hands.
You only have the one.
Cool, cut it off. That way they
He
can't
says
fucking
with
do
his
shit.
hand tied behind his
I
back.
just got the one.
I just got the one. Please.
Well, this year talking, I'd like to whoever the youngest looking person, the youngest kid
Mm-hmm.
is, I would like to at least sort of bandage their where they lost limbs.
Okay. Make a general medicine check.
Is that what I think it was?
I'm not good at medicine, that's why I asked for help.
And I'm actively not doing that.
I know.
I'm not there.
But or can I just take 10 while they're talking to them and just do this slowly and
Like-
carefully? 'Cause,
Wait, who the fuck is trained in medicine? Hold on.
Ram doing?
No.
And
No. Hold on. MA is
Yeah.
fucking trained
yeah,
in
but
medicine.
MA wouldn't
No,
do that
MA
either.
Would not.
Yeah, no,
He wouldn't.
But yeah, or can I just
Well,
take
MA's
10
not fucking here
while
right
they're
now.
talking?
No, but no.
No, he's not.
And
gonna
realistically, if you were to try to take any kind of serious amount of time, I would say stop.
So if there's an 8-year-old who has been
How old are
dismembered,
these
you're
kids?
not going
They
to
are
let me.
They are ranging between the youngest is around 10-ish and the
Yeah.
oldest is around 15.
We've established the other one was a tween, which is not even 15. These are kids. Verity is not going to sit there and let a 10-year-old who's lost his arm be interrogated and intimidated.
I'm going to ask the kid, what do you know about this organization? The kid who failed his check and has to tell the truth.
He tells you basically, he recounts basically, it's a very memorized kind of rote thing.
Yeah, these are
I'm going to ask him,
kids.
do you believe that?
They promised that they would help me see my mom again.
Where's your mom?
She got lost at sea. I haven't seen her in a couple years.
And if I were to tell you that they lied to you and you would never see your mom in that fashion again, would you still believe them?
No, they promised. They promised.
No, they lied to you.
They promised!
They lied.
Roll a persuasion check.
But yeah, whoever the youngest one is, while they're talking, Verity is going to be attempting to, bandage and comfort the child. Because...
We're doing well.
We're doing
Yeah.
so well.
But
Seriously,
yeah,
I have
As
not
soon as you
rolled-
yell, you raise your voice to him and he just shuts up. And he just, sulks.
I say none of my D20 rolls have been above a 5.
but yeah.
All
Whoever the
session.
youngest kid is, Verity is scooting over to and is attempting to bandage. If anyone wants to physically grab Verity and stop him, you are welcome to, but with a bleeding 10-year-old child.
Let the children be bandaged. They're brainwashed. We
I'm
can
going
fix
to
them.
tell Brigitte to back off and let me handle this for the time being. Yes.
Brigitte will walk away. I'll walk to the other side of the cavern to cool her heels, or outside because she's...
No, I want you to hear everything that's said, but I don't want you
No,
to...
Brigitte wouldn't be able to do that. She'd have
Fine,
to
whatever.
walk away. She wouldn't be able to.
How long was the walk from the caravan to the front of this cave?
Not long.
No.
Say maybe 30 minutes at max.
Okay. When I get out to the end, I'm gonna light up a cigarette and start making my way back.
Okay.
Just let me know when I get there.
I
I don't think they've been interrogating for a half hour yet.
Okay. So.
But yeah, I'm just right now I'm not talking to the kid, I'm not doing anything, I'm just gently bandaging and just offering sort of gentle, friendly touch.
Yeah.
A soothing touch to the 10-year-old.
I'm going to say this is going to be the most stern and cold you'll ever see Ram doing,
But he's a goofball.
Can be. But...
Yeah.
there are times where you might have seen him treating the wounded when we first got to the cave, and he was very warm and compassionate. He's very cold as ice right now.
I've got a song for that.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah,
I was just thinking
humming that idly on your
As soon as I said it, that's what I heard in my head. So
Too late.
I love Foreigner. They're one of my favorite bands.
So he's not going to actively stop you, but he will look disapprovingly at you.
That's fine. I wouldn't know this, so never mind. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing is
Okay. You take 10. You help bandage him.
I'm going to.
You could get little scoops of the acid and throw it in the guy's face over and over.
I'm not doing
Repeatedly.
that. I'm not torturing. I'm not doing that. But I will. I would ask Verity to. I guess I'm going to take this guy, this elder guy, away, and I'm going to interview him in another room.
okay. I'll watch the kids.
Yes, and I'm going to ask you to talk to them.
I'll say for you, you've got the trash room you drag him to.
Yeah.
Yeah. From my bag, I'll pull out like some chocolate. And
Okay.
give the kids. A
They
little bit of
can't
chocolate.
really do.
I'm like literally
Okay.
giving it to them.
They look a little hesitant at first.
But yeah, I'll like hold it out to them and then I'll take a bite and then offer.
They the youngest two are more willing to take it
Mm-hmm.
than the elder
Evil
is.
demon hand.
I know.
The elder, seeing the other two, eat it and be okay, he'll eventually take the food, and they're all three of them like finally food. Something that is they haven't had any food in several days.
So I'm going as I pass Brigitte. I'm going to ask her to assist me.
Bye.
And then maybe we can have a more stern conversation. You can yell as all you want, but I don't want to do that in front of the kids.
No, we're not going to have an argument in front of the children.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
But yeah, Verity will just sort of like give them little pieces of jerky and some water.
And I will whisper to you that the zone is still up. I'm going to maintain the concentration.
Okay.
If you
Will
have
you
any
point
questions
out
for me.
who is affected and isn't? Okay.
I would ask that away from them before
Oh,
I
yeah.
come back
Yeah.
and start carrying him away from them.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like giving them some water, giving them just a little bit because I don't want to completely like overwhelm them. But
So
look, nerd.
I'll carry him to the treasure room and be like, look.
Before he get, as we start making our way towards the treasure room, Brigitte's actually gonna, angrily take out her sword and just start hacking her way through, and make themselves a little pathway to go through, because
through
she's
the
just
jangles.
fucking annoyed by this point. She's, ready to kill something, or someone.
And I'm going to make sure he sees it.
Okay.
She's also...
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Yay! Alright, I'm gonna use the larger dice.
A 1 and a 2.
I really like the new Kraken model.
Okay, that's a 5, that's not great.
With
Yeah,
the
they're
bigger...
not-
And that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, you got advantage.
I know, yay.
if he could piss himself, he would.
With my +1 for intimidation for 21.
He's if he had a full bladder, he would piss himself, but he doesn't. So he's shaking in his boots.
Well,
His boot.
If he had two,
If he had two, he'd be shaking in plurals.
He's not putting up a fight. He is walking with you. He is trying to be hobbling. He is trying to be as complicit and compliant as he can.
Alright. So, look. You need to tell me whether these kids can be saved or if...
According to him, they're already saved. Brigitte's gonna fucking glare at him. Sword in hand. She's gonna twist it. Or
Are these kids marked in any magical means?
No, but their names and their locations have been provided to Gloriana and Anor-imlad.
good,
So
then
they-
we'll take them somewhere else.
You're not wrong, but
Bad cop's losing her temper right now.
when were they due to be picked up, or is it just random?
I don't know the time. When we left Cinnabar, they were due to be picked up in 3 weeks. Not 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So they left
Place
Cinnabar.
geographic eye.
So they left Cinnabar 2 weeks ago. So it would be a week from now.
What?
No, I'm asking.
They
left
timing
Cinnabar 2 weeks ago?
Because
It
it's
would
been
have to
2
have been.
weeks.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
Well, depending on how long we've been traveling to the
Yeah,
Elven
that's
town.
why I'm asking. I don't know how long we were on the road
Because you said it was
before.
longer than 2 weeks to the Elf City, so I don't know how far to the city we are.
You are about a quarter of a way there, and it took you about a week.
Okay, so they're due to be picked up any moment or any day now?
Yeah, I guess.
Because I'm asking you as a DM, not
Oh.
him specifically.
I'm not
Like
sure.
timetable wise.
Yeah, you would guess that if
And they would be picked up from
if
their
they-
homes?
no, they'd be picked up from my farm.
Alright. And I'm focusing on insight here, so do I need to make gradual insight checks or do I let passive insight
What's
or
your passive?
passive insight 17?
Yeah, he's like I said, he knows that he's been bested. You get that feeling. He is trying to make it so that he is valuable and that you won't dispatch of him. He knows that he's in deep. He is trying to present himself as a valuable asset to you.
So, give me a good reason why we should.
Can Brigitte roll an insight check to try and see if she can determine that too?
Sure.
Hey! With her +0 to insight, it's a 14.
He's being truthful. You know that. Whether or not you don't know his motives necessarily behind it, but you know he is offering what information he knows. He is offering it willingly when you ask the questions.
If we were to jail you in Cinnabar,
No. I'm sorry, continue.
would someone come for you?
I don't know. I'd like to think they would, but I suppose that depends on whether or not my position has been compromised, and whether or not
Oh, your position has definitely been compromised.
and whether or not they believe that they can spirit me away, so to speak.
Where are the others?
To find others.
Carrie.
Carrie and Rothschild.
Adlin.
I don't know. I received a missive from Alvin letting us know that his house had been shuffled, and he believes that his he believed his position had been compromised. And upon receiving the missive, I double-checked my own records, found that my home had indeed been compromised, and I packed up the boys and left. I did not speak to them again. I do not know whence they went, and I'm assuming that once they found a safe place, they would contact their keeper, so to speak, and pick up wherever it is they left off. Which was my plan once I reached Anor-imlad.
Do you have a safe house in Anor-imlad?
I don't, but I figured it'd be easy to find lodgings, and especially with 4 boys at my heels, find lodgings and
In the city of elves.
How ironic. You have to seek refuge in a city of elves. My god, the same people you hate. The same impure people.
they would be cleansed soon enough.
Oh, they would be cleansed soon enough.
At this point,
Drop him in the acid pit, or let's just leave him to die because I don't fucking care. Let him die. I don't care. Leave him to the wolves or whatever else may be out here. Let's tie some meat around him. Let some other hobgoblin find him and rip him to shreds, as he deserves it.
I'm going to pray for guidance.
Dear Stormlord, what do?
Hey, Stormlord, it's me,
It
Ramduin.
Ya boy.
God.
Absolute unit.
It's like, goodness knows I'd love to just let Brigitte just rip him to shreds.
No, Brigitte's attempting to be nice right now and not just behead him immediately.
I'm aware. I'm very aware, and I'm so tempted to just walk off and let you have your way with him. But I'm just like,
Say brown chicken, brown cow, but hey.
yeah. I realized that as soon as I said it too. I was like, well, it's said. I can't really.
All right, we're gonna wait to see who does it first.
You're so cute.
Why should I not just let her dispatch you right now?
Well, if you're so keen to meet others within our organization, I could maybe provide that for you.
Fuck that, you're useless to us now. You fucking fled. You have no idea. You have no way to contact the others. Prove it. Prove it you can right now. You can contact the others, and I won't cut your head off.
I would need a quill and some ink, and I would have to do some investigation to find some individuals in my area who are part of my organization to send word to my keepers that I am alive. That would take time, but
Great, that's time you don't have.
it is a thing that I can do eventually.
Too slow. Not up for it.
I'm going to ask for patience. I'm going to say I'm going to go get Verity to see what he thinks.
Don't you leave me alone with this man.
Well, you go get Verity and bring him over.
I will be more than happy to do that.
Okay, while they're talking to him, I will be conducting a very different interrogation. So, let's basically start with giving them food and water.
You're still walking.
Still making your way to the camp.
Making your way
So yeah,
up
I'll
there.
give them the food and water. I'm Verity. Hi. Is there anything else I can do to make you a little more comfortable?
My leg hurts.
Okay.
My leg hurts. Which one? The one you don't have because you're having phantom pains, or the one you still have?
I can get a
My
mirror.
leg hurts. It's over there.
Terrible individuals.
So yeah, Verity will not be mocking the injured, traumatized children. So yeah, he'll sort of be like, oh, I'm sorry, and try and bandage up as best he can. He's not like super at it, but he does it with a lot of effort and care.
You're nice.
Yeah, well, you've been through a lot, and you don't need people being mean to you right now. I'm just trying to help make you feel better as best I can in this gross cave. This place is disgusting.
Come on, I'm gonna have to kick you off my lap in a minute because I know you got comfortable, but my leg cannot handle this.
They don't really have much to say necessarily. They're quiet. They're reserved. They are
Slowly bleeding out, technically.
So Verity will probably just ask them basics of like their names, what they were doing out here, how they know Nathaniel, what happened. That's a pose.
That is a pose.
painful.
Draw me like one of your French cats.
Yep. Don't do that too hard. You'll hurt her hips. They will corroborate his story that they were traveling with Nathaniel when the storms got too bad, and they took refuge in the cave. They were trying to wait out the storms when the goblins attacked and took them into the caves where they had been captured, and they don't remember. They don't know how long it's been. They don't know where they are really. Only that Nathaniel promised to take them to a really big, pretty city that they'd never been to before.
Yeah, I think it's the city of elves. It's supposed to be beautiful.
He said the Arcade buildings are pretty.
They are. They're really pretty. I've been there before.
He also asked how they knew Nathaniel.
They will tell you that they met Nathaniel at school, and that they, he was they have different stories about how they met, but generally he was some sort of authoritative figure within the school that befriended them
Okay.
and told them about this really cool, awesome secret.
Wanna join our secret club?
But important thing,
super
none of them
Only
was
the
blood
coolest
related
things
to
can
him.
be in
No.
secret club.
Okay. Yeah.
They are not related to him in any way.
Are they orphans or are they?
Well, you're not there.
Oh,
You're 2 rooms away.
well.
But yeah, Verity's just trying to figure out who these kids are, how they got into this, how into it they are.
The eldest seems the most into it. He's a little hesitant to answer your questions. At the moment, he's willing to accept your help because he's in such a dire situation.
Mm-hmm.
So he's willing to put aside his beliefs for the time being. But the 2 younger ones are a little bit more open about talking to you. They will let you know that it's some variation of story that they're not necessarily orphans, but that they are.
They're like Disney princesses. One of them, they're missing at least one parent.
They don't have active parents.
Yeah.
That care for them or have neglected them in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get the feeling that maybe Nathaniel preyed upon that and gave them a home that they so desired and craved.
Yeah. Right, yeah, and otherwise I'll talk to them about the Elf City and tell them all about what it looks like and, what to expect and how pretty it is and, that they may still get to go there and just sort of generally trying to keep their spirits up-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And also just trying to make sure they stay comfortable. But yeah, I'm not pushing hard and interrogating hard, just general questions, and if they don't answer, I'm not pushing hard for an answer.
It's more like a guided conversation.
Yeah, it's a very gentle, guided conversation that Verity is having with the kids. While also giving them water and jerky and chocolate and probably pulling his blanket out from his pack and wrapping them, probably at least as best as he can over the 4 of them.
There's only 3.
The 3 of them.
There were 4, but the other ones in the caravan.
That's right. So yeah, so he'll just sort of drape the ones over the 3 of them and just sort of compliment how strong and brave they are and, that it's so good that they've stuck together with one another and yada yada. He's just trying to make them feel as better as he can.
So,
Brigitte's back.
Brigitte comes in.
Hey.
Ramduin would like to see you, please. I am getting too angry.
Edrale, can you watch the children?
Adrali will agree.
I'm not leaving MA alone with the kids. I'm not leaving Brigitte alone with the kids. Considering Brigitte's already threatened to drop one of the kids in acid.
Ed sits down on a rock close by and starts reading her book.
Yep.
Probably, yeah. Okay. So
Ed will pull out a book and start making up a goddamn story, like fairy tale.
Okay. Alright, so I will go with Brigitte back to Ramduin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brigitte will not actually go in the room and will wait outside at the very beginning of the entrance.
Verity is not 100% sure what he's about to walk into. He's just stepping over all the chopped off jangles.
I'm at a loss here. I'm kind of with Brigitte that maybe we should just kill this guy here, but I have a half mind to send him back to Cinnabar and let him stand trial there. What do you think?
Well, I feel like if the people, whoever were doing this in Cinnabar, were able to so easily take over the council, sending him back, it's probably going to be very easy to either A, they kill him to silence him, or B, they just get him out of jail super easy. Because we didn't root out everything. The supporters are still there.
I agree.
So I don't think that's a good option. I also don't think dropping him in acid is a good option.
Especially not in front of the kids. That's the last thing we want to do.
They've been through enough.
So I guess my biggest thing is if we do this, I should be the one to deliver the killing blow because we don't want the kids to have that image of one of their...
Yeah, but why do we have to kill him?
And that's why I'm here. I'm asking for guidance here.
I don't think we do.
What do we do?
I think we take him to the Elf City and have them put him in jail there. The people who did this.
I guess the question there is why would they jail him?
For his protection. Protective custody.
I don't know if...
Would I know enough about the Elf City to know, what kind of government's there, what sort of thing would happen if we were to say, hey, this is a fugitive from Cinnabar, but because he was a council member in Cinnabar, he can't be held there. Do I have any idea of if that would be a possibility?
Roll me a.
But no.
But hear me out. What if I didn't?
What if I just know things? I drink and I know things.
Roll me an intelligence check.
But no.
Please, natural 20, please.
It is definitely not a natural 20. That's a 5. I said I'm not smart.
No.
That's not any better, so never mind. I was gonna say, could it be a history check? That's also a +1.
You're not sure.
Okay. But I mean, I think that there's potentially a way to rehabilitate these kids, but I don't think that killing their mentor and the only person they view as family is the way to do it. And I'm not comfortable making the decision to execute somebody.
I just want input, like,
Yeah.
because we have Brigitte who obviously wants to kill him. I'm torn because, like, I see both sides of it.
And I mean, if he has information about who is ultimately behind this, who were the people on those ships, what are bigger pictures, who else is involved, then that stuff we can bring back to the Eyrie.
But none of this information that he has right now is substantial enough to make it's not actionable. He says with time he could find out information, but who's to say that he isn't like rescued before then or something happens before then? Like, I don't.
So Jeff, how you doing?
He's walking. I say at this point you probably have hit 30 minutes, so
Probably.
you've
Back to the caravan.
back to the caravan.
Yo.
Hail, friend. Are you one of the ones who went into the cave?
Yeah, I look like the drop from before.
Oh, okay. They recognize you then. Ah, yes. Your friends. How are they?
Oh, we slaughtered a whole bunch of goblins and a hobgoblin, and they've got one of your council dudes.
No, these are people from the
These are
area.
Eyrie people.
Oh, these
Yeah, the
Eyrie
guards
people.
are from the area.
Yeah, we got one of the council members from Cinnabar in there. We're not entirely sure if we're gonna do anything with them. And then there's kids. How many guards are with this group?
Probably about 10-ish.
10-ish? Because it sounded like we had a caravan sort of thing going. Is there like carts
more
or?
than that, because it was
25. There's 25 guards.
There's
No.
800 people.
you probably have about 70, so I'd say maybe about 20-ish people from overall, so you probably need at least.
If we have 20-ish sick people, we probably need at least a guard a person. So we have at minimum 20 guards, I would
I
say.
don't know. I
That's
don't know if
too
the
many.
area would spare that many
I
people
doubt
for.
the Eyrie isn't that many people.
I say I'm going to stick with my original estimate of 10.
And I'm guessing that probably most of the people went back to the Eyrie.
Yeah, like the area people are with the area people, but
Yeah,
we
they
have
were heading out.
they
I'm
send
kind
a
of surprised
token
we have
for
Eyrie
us.
people on the way to the Elf City myself.
Well,
think-
it's because
Some of the people we rescued are going back to the Elf City, so they're helping to escort them with
Yeah.
us.
I know, that still seems like
I know, yeah.
we have Eyrie people going to the Elf City escorting people back to the Elf City? Like, okay, I mean, I'm not going to be like, no, that makes no sense. We're just like,
I mean it makes
They're
sense.
helping out.
Yeah,
fair, okay.
they're doing us a solid basically.
Yeah, and we don't know, they could have a really close relationship with the Elf City.
And not Cinnabar. Because
Yeah, I would say,
Cinnabar's
yeah, it could be very possible.
run by racists.
Yeah, it could be very possible that the Eyrie and
Can
they
you
both
stop?
start with an A, so they're part of the A team, so they work really closely together.
So anyway, yeah, we killed goblins and hobgoblins. Well, I killed a few. But anyway,
You have like 5.
yeah, so we're probably going to add at least 3 partial people back to this because they're kind of like what's his nuts over there.
Kind of like this small child over there.
Yeah, we're not sure if the council member's going to make it. His wounds were pretty bad, so if he doesn't show up, that shouldn't be much of a surprise.
Do you need us for assistance?
No, I think they're fine.
Okay. Well, I think George.
I just, wanted to let you know because we've been gone for like an hour or two, so.
We appreciate that, friend. I think that George might be making a road snack if you want to grab a bite to eat. Because that's food, right?
It counts for some people.
See, I would say go get a Drawley, so let's ask her, but
What if?
A drawing.
Okay, so what if we just give him over to the area guards? I mean, we have guards, we have legal representatives here. Let them make the decision. Like, we
Sure.
should not be making a
sure. All right.
decision like that. That's Verity's opinion. Very much does not want does not want to make the
That's
decision of
fair.
executioner. He did not sign up for that job.
It seems you will
Shouldn't have
survive
been a
another
rogue.
day.
I know, right? Who knew the rogue would be the moral center of the group?
Well,
That's
it's-
like, maybe we shouldn't just murder children who are traumatized.
No, I'm not gonna. I was never for murdering children. I was just. Anyway. So.
Kamala, I swear to God, either lie down or get out.
Are there multiple carts in this caravan? Like, or is it just one cart for all these people, or how is this?
Yes, there are multiple carts.
So
Okay.
there's room for like four more.
I want them all split up, especially the male, the adult. I don't want him. I want the two elder people. I don't want them near the younger kids.
Thank you. Good job.
Yeah.
Two younger kids are going to be by themselves. The two middle-aged kids are going to be by themselves on another cart, and then the adult's going to be near the front of the caravan.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm at, most likely, I'm staying near him and watching him like a hawk.
But yeah, that's my opinion.
But yeah, we'll carry them out of the cave.
Okay.
And
piggyback ride the youngest,
Okay.
And
the
maybe gonna
smallest.
And A, because he has the most strength, I think, between me and himself.
MA has no strength.
Yeah, MA is a monk.
He's a dexterous fucker. He is not a strong fucker.
I don't know, that one time you guys hauled boats.
That's because they rolled nat 20s.
Yeah, they rolled well. There's a difference.
So yeah,
They lifted with the knees.
and then once we get them
Lift with the
situated
legs,
on the
roll
cart,
down,
I'm going to
back.
I'm going to explain the guard staff what's going on here and tell them to spread the word as discreetly as they can. And I'm going to. I guess we'll just continue on. 'Cause
Yeah, I will try and keep an eye on the kids, and particularly the oldest one. And I'm gonna make sure that he rides with a group of non-humans who are recovering from what his people did.
Yeah.
Make sure all of them ride with a group of
Oh yeah, I mean,
everyone
this
here
caravan
is.
pretty much.
Yeah,
There's a variety of different states of.
but also friendly people. So people who will talk to the oldest one particularly.
Okay. So, it is a as you guys rest that night, it's already gone into midday, so they don't really want to travel and get caught in an area.
Yeah, maybe someone who's actually good at medicine should tend to the people that I try to.
Fine.
Well, I mean, we can also assume that people that they
Yeah,
sent
I'm guessing
were...
that some of the airy people are capable of healing.
Yeah,
too. You don't have
they
to.
have people who can take care of.
Just-
They've got
Some
people
of the
who
guards
can
are
cook.
clerics.
Someone
Yeah,
who's
since
They're
better
not
we
than
clerics, but they have healing
Since we knew they
abilities.
knew what was coming, like we
Yeah.
told them, it's like, hey, we've got
I
really,
someone
really
who's
fucked
better
up
than
people.
a +1 medicine.
And my last spell for the day will be ascending to. Who was the leader of the council at this point when we left Cinnabar?
It was either Yosa or
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Probably Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca seemed a little more together.
Yeah, I'll send a message to Rebecca telling her that we found Nathaniel with four kids in cave, badly injured,
Heading to Anor-imlad.
heading to Anor-imlad, assuming that's one word. Should we send back, or will you retrieve from Anor-imlad? Stormlord's favor.
You could respond to this message.
This is Bojack. Horseman, of course.
You get a message of we'll get him from Anor-imlad. We're still in the middle of elections. We need to finish this before we even bother with any more political bullshit.
Okay.
My accent
Can't
keeps
respond.
changing.
Can't respond. So
But yeah, she responds to you, let you know that they will pick him up eventually at Anor-imlad.
wakey, eggs and bacon.
Excuse me.
Yeah, wakey wakey.
So, yeah, I know it's a short session because it's only 3:30, but that was all I had planned for today. And so with the next game, we'll have you guys going into Anor-imlad, unless there's something specific you want to do between now and Anor-imlad, which is traveling.
Bonding! Party
I
bonding!
mean, if you guys want to roleplay a little bit, go for it, but otherwise, I'm calling session here.
I mean, Verity will try and reach out to his patron at some point on the trip. But I have to pee, so somebody else can do some role playing or something.
We could pick that up at next session if you
Yep.
want to do
It's
that.
up to you guys.
Oh, let me do one thing quick.
Okay.
Because I've been plucking out a new tune
Mm-hmm.
ever since the events of last session. And so one evening, while everyone else is kind of bedding down, Led has been a lot quieter since we've left Cinnabar. Like I say, from time to time people hear him plucking out a tune. One night he heads out kind of on his own, and anyone who's up kind of late, so maybe first watch people, will just kind of hear.
Oh my god.
Got Harlan's attention.
Well, I guess Brigitte would probably have taken the first watch and sort of not necessarily stalked behind him, but at least given him some space. And once he finishes his song, she'll just be like, "Do you want to talk about it?"
He probably won't even notice that you've been coming up behind him. So you.
Probably startle the shit out of him.
Yeah, because, I mean, you hear that emanating from a rock. A rather large rock.
So, do you want to talk about it?
No. Fine.
You say fine, but you've been quiet.
Always quiet. I'm the loner of the group.
You say fine, but you've been less boisterous than you have been. And if you want to talk about it, I am here for you. That way you don't have to sit by yourself and sing sad songs to make yourself feel better, when sometimes that doesn't always work.
Back in your homeland, did you ever... Is there someone you're doing all this for? I mean, I know you've told us about the family drinking horn, and that's cool and all, but is there someone you're doing this for?
Someone that I'm in love with, or is it someone I'm trying to impress, or...
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Yes, there is. I'm sort of in a race with another section of my father's family to try and find this first, because I guess whoever finds it first gets to become clan leader, and I've been raised to believe that that's me. And I feel like if I fail at this, I'm a failure at life and probably should just go kill myself.
Yeah.
So, in a way, yes. I'm trying to not only keep myself together, but I'm also trying to make sure that... I don't know if this is actually answering your question or if I'm sort of just rambling, to be honest.
A little from column A, a little from column B, but you can keep talking all you want.
That's the best response that I have. That is, yes, I am trying to do this for someone.
What if you thought that that person didn't care?
That would be devastating.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hanging out with the group, and we're gonna get to the Elf City. But once we get there, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
If you want to talk in more specifics, I am here for you. Let me phrase it to you like this. I very much enjoy having you around, and I very much enjoy your company. I would very much like to get to know you in a platonic sense. As friends.
So, no room then.
I mean, if we're going to play card games in your room, yes, I would be more than happy to join. But
I'm not very good at card games.
neither am I. That's why I don't play them. They're terrible. But God, I'm slipping into Ophelia. I need to quit. Ophelia is not here right now. But if you'd like a road partner when we get to Anor-imlad, to help pluck out whatever, I'm here for you.
I mean, there was that one time you kind of jam.
Playing till your fingers bleed because you hate the instrument and didn't want to practice for 3 weeks. That'll do it to you.
You see, I just play until my fingers bleed because that's what I do.
Yeah. Brigitte will sit down beside the rock because I assume you're still a rock.
I'm a rock.
Brigitte will sit down beside the rock.
Brigitte is talking to rocks.
I didn't want to.
And it is a big ass rock because there's bells, there's piano, there's everything underneath that rock.
So Brigitte's sitting next to a boulder.
Yeah.
So Brigitte sits next to the boulder. Growing up, I didn't want to play. Growing up, I wanted to run around and do all the adventurous things that all the boys did. But my uncle told me that no, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be a proper young lady or whatever.
Oh my god, that sounds familiar. Did we have the same parents?
Probably. No, actually we probably didn't because I don't really know what you look like, Jeff. You changed. So, but probably not would be a good idea. So I didn't want to do these things. I wanted to run around and be on horses and go fight swords, and I beat up a lot of boys in the guard classes because I thought it was funny. Well, I eventually was forced to sit down and one day do nothing but play the lyre. I played until my fingers bled, and I was told that this is what proper young ladies did.
Okay, I think that's where the similarities stop, because that's all I wanted to do. Meanwhile, I was supposed to be learning about trade and goods and movement of inventory and
trade routes and how things actually travel across land and how to get to this one port.
Yep. But instead of going and beating up boys, I was going out to the bars and learning whatever I could, playing what I could.
I snuck out to taverns once in a while, and I learned a couple of things. That's sort of what helped me learn to love, and she'll pull out her lyre. That's sort of what helped me learn. She'll pluck out a few notes. So, did you want any more company, or are you okay being in Boulder by yourself?
I think I'm okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
you're welcome. But again, if you ever want to talk, no, Ophelia, god damn it, I feel myself slipping. If you do ever want to talk, as not a rock, or as a rock.
Why would I not want to be a rock?
I mean, rocks are pretty cool. Both the bird and the physical object. So.
I nod. You can't see it.
Brigitte, I'm assuming you're nodding, but I can't see it. So anyways, if you want to share more shitty stories of your childhood, we can do that. If it'll make you feel better. Or we can go start a tavern fight, if that'll make you feel better.
I don't do well in fights. I'd rather just... A mosh pit would be fine.
Okay.
I don't think you know what a mosh pit is.
Oh,
No.
that's where that is.
Not really. I have no idea what a mosh pit is. I'd love to experience one day.
It's-
Sounds like fun.
It's like a fight, but not.
Oh.
It's like a fight to music.
Oh. That sounds a lot like... That sounds like something. It sounds like, I swear to God, there's something in like Irish or Scottish culture that sounds similar to that. And I can't think of what it is right now.
1000% sure there's something in Irish culture that's listened to music and fake fight. 1000%.
As a half Irishman, I believe yes.
Well, I'm gonna go back to camp. I'm at least gonna keep an eye out for you in your rock-like status, so nothing attacks you.
I think I'm going to switch up my song, though.
Okay. And Brigitte will sort of stand up and stretch. By the way, if I ever was mean or rude to you, I would just like to go ahead and apologize now because I honestly, it's been a while since we've ever talked, and I genuinely do enjoy your company, Jeff. I do like having you in the group.
Nah, you're cool. We're fine.
Jam sesh later if you want. And with that, Brigitte will walk back to camp, but making sure she keeps the rock in sight so that nothing attacks the rock until her watch ends.
As you're walking away, you hear some shuffling and rustling from the rock.
This is just fucking funny.
Such a great image. I want a picture of this.
Brigitte talking to a gigantic fucking boulder.
Oh God.
I don't know if I recognize this.
And that goes on for some time, and then at the end of it, you hear the sounds of things smashing.
Whack, whack, whack.
He's for those of you classic music, classic rock fans. He's going Pete Townsend on some stuff.
Good God.
Good shit. Yeah, mending.
I broke it, now I gotta mend it.
Keith Moon would be proud. So yeah.
But yeah, at some point during one of Verity's watches, he's gonna just like sneak the fuck away and just walk into the woods.
Forever?
And never return.
I don't know. He's gonna walk into the woods and just sort of be like, hey, you, who know who you are. Hi, it's Verity.
I don't know if you remember me,
But
you set me on
remember
fire.
me.
This is Bojack.
I set myself on fire
Of
when we
course.
first met, in an attempt to set you on fire.
Nicely done.
That was rude in hindsight. But I'm not going to apologize because you were rude too.
I'm not going to apologize because I was fucking right.
But I got questions. I don't know how this works, but it seemed like wandering the woods in the dead of night was an appropriate action.
You just hear giggling from behind you.
Okay, look, you fuck.
Percentage chance that I'm still awake and overhear any of it?
Go for it.
Sure.
Well, what percent do we want to give?
Over 90. Make it hard.
I think it was probably pretty hard because Verity would be walking a bit a ways from camp, so it depends. But you were a little ways from camp too, so I think definitely there's a possibility.
What'd you get?
Well, 47 is probably not.
I'm just curious to see what happens. 89.
You're nowhere even near. You're in. You can't see. You're not.
I'm waiting now for Ramduin to be like 99.
No,
To be
man.
like, you're not there.
I'm fully asleep. I am waiting. Like I
Yeah.
take the last watch because I'm up.
Oh yeah, the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
You
Before
would fucking
the
MA. You guys would get up at
the
the...
Yeah.
3 a.m. jog club.
Yeah, I still challenge them to races and lose every time. But you know,
But
it's,
the attempt is made.
exactly.
I'm just waiting for like your patron to show up and be Jimmy.
That would be hysterical.
And weird.
Little man with half goat body sits there, his one leg crossed, the other hoof bouncing in amusement.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask everyone to leave the room.
It's Mr. Tumbless.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Tumnus in private. We've got some words to exchange.
Mostly you and other bastard.
Mostly what?
Mostly fuck you.
A long series of what is happening.
So anyway, we're gonna watch the stream now.
Oh god. Alright. You again, hi.
Me again. Hi.
What is your name?
My name.
Yeah, that seems like a thing you exchange with people.
You can call me Puck.
Okay, you can call me Puck. I'm Verity, which I assume you know.
I do.
So, what exactly happened between us, I guess?
You wanted to live. I offered you the chance to do that and to help out when I needed it.
Okay, but why?
Seemed fun.
Right. You were just in the area?
Mm-hmm.
What did you see before that?
I wasn't really paying attention. I just happened to hear some muffled noises and came over and saw this thing floating in the river. I pulled it out and you're like, so I did.
So you didn't see anything that happened before then?
Wasn't paying attention.
Did you see anyone else around?
No. Was I supposed to?
Did you see who put me in the river?
No.
Did you see what happened to the person I was with?
You were with someone.
Yes.
I didn't know that you were with someone. Honestly, I was literally traipsing through the area, happened upon a weak spot, and said, oh, this is new. Came traipsing through, as you know you're wont to do, and then there you were in the river.
What do you mean a weak spot?
You do know what I am, right?
Do I seem like I know anything that is happening right now?
I thought it was obvious by, you know, what I am. He
A
motions. I am not a goat.
That's a goat.
That's half of me.
That's you.
Ugh. His tail is twitching in annoyance. I'm a satyr. Get it right.
Okay, and satyrs have weak spots?
No.
Okay, then what does?
The veil?
You're not wearing a veil.
No, I'm not. Why would I wear a veil?
Well, then what has a weak spot if you're not wearing a veil?
You do know about the Feywild, right?
Do I?
Roll a...
Please no.
It's just your mantra for the
I know.
entire... Please no.
I can't roll.
Roll a
Intelligence check.
probably, yeah.
2. It rolled a 1. I told you, please no!
Apparently you know nothing about the Feywild. You've never
Nope.
heard about the
Yeah.
Feywild.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so, you know, I'm not sure that I should tell you then.
Okay, but why?
There are, like, rules and stuff. I think this might be breaking them.
Well, if you're already breaking them, what does it matter?
No, me telling you. You do, this whole thing between us is fine. People do it all the time.
What exactly is this between us?
You're my warlock.
Okay, and what do I do?
I grant you powers, and then occasionally I ask you to do things for me.
What if I don't want the powers?
Then I take away my powers and you die.
Okay, well,
Because the pact is, the thing we did was that I bring you back to life in exchange for my power and for your assistance occasionally.
Okay, what does that look like? What do you want?
I don't know yet.
What if I want your help with something? Does it work both ways?
I might require more assistance future.
Pull out my notebook and flip to the sketch of Lamore. I'm looking for him.
You want me to find him?
Yes.
I'll think about it.
What do I have to do to make you think about it harder?
Well, it's a decision that I make, and as long as I have your word that you'll do more favors for me in the future, then I'm good. I just have to decide if I want to do it or not.
I will do anything you ask if you can find him.
Consider it done. He just reaches out and boops you on the nose.
Okay, that's weird. Still, as I don't remember pretty much any of that night. I vaguely remember you and fire
Yeah, that was your
and
fault.
a lot of blood.
Yeah, you were kind of like...
Yeah, and what did you do that still happens?
Oh! Right, I forgot about that. You mortals are so fun. You tried lying to me, and I said you can't do that anymore.
Right, because that makes sense. I don't know why you saved me.
Seemed fun.
Is that why you do everything?
You look into it. I'll look into the other thing.
Look into fun?
Well, never mind. Yeah, figure it out.
I kind of doubt I will. I'm not very bright.
You're doing great. I mean, you've mastered what basic magics you have now.
Yeah, after lighting myself on fire.
I mean, trial and error.
Yeah, I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
You'll be fine.
No. I'm good at the pretty face things. I'm not much good at anything else, really.
I think you're selling yourself short.
I don't think so.
I think you are. But
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. Fae. I am a Fae creature.
Okay.
Your people have come across us from time to time. I'm sure you have your lore compiled. It'll be funny to for you to read it and try. But it's funny. He's like giggling to himself.
I still think you shouldn't have saved me.
No, too late. I mean, I can undo it, like I said, but then you go.
I mean, I'm not much good on my own anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, when you figure that out, you let me know.
Yeah.
And he vanishes.
You're a big help. Goat.
Say that.
Goat. And I'll reluctantly go back to... I'll probably actually stay out in the woods for quite a while. And
Okay.
by morning, before I'm super noticed that I'm gone. But yeah, in the morning I'll be not there still.
Okay.
To prove. Hello, Cozy.
Okay. I'm shocked you didn't just yell for us.
You almost match your.
I know, I do almost match my wall.
I got a little bit warm, so I took my thing
Did
off.
he explode? Did Verity explode?
Is Verity on fire?
I don't know. Are you awake yet?
Verity left.
Also, while we're out on the road too, I'm gonna try and make like regular offerings to, not necessarily like every day, like here's an extra meal, but like at least regular prayers to my ancestors.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm praying to my goddess as well.
Okay.
Obviously.
Everybody's praying. Praying. It's a praying train.
Honk honk, motherfuckers!
What?
Toot toot.
You heard me. I said honk honk with the praying train.
Choo choo?
Nah, praying train goes honk honk. The murder train goes beep beep.
What?
Beep beep. Here comes the murder train.
Yeah, I got nothing either. But
Yeah, I'm
It's a joke from our Curse of Strahd campaign. Beep beep. Here comes the
Sure.
murder train.
Anything else anyone else wants to do?
That's a positive leaning sound there, bud.
Okay.
Whatever.
Let's see here. Worked on songs. Talked with Brigitte.
But yeah, that would be one morning where Verity just doesn't show up until like, I don't know, 9 or 10-ish.
Damn
I
it.
still
They would have.
miss- I
The
still
caravan
miss
would have
the-
left
I
before
know.
then. So
I know, but he would have been able to catch up with them. Because I'm assuming the caravan doesn't go real fast.
Yeah, true.
You find the rock that is lead. He did wait. If he was up and the caravan left and you were not there, he would wait.
I would like to argue that Brigitte probably would. I want to say Brigitte would have waited too, and been like, no. Where's the other one?
Well, it's like, I guarantee I would have, so.
I'm doing thinking real hard.
Ramdoon would get annoyed at the fact that we aren't moving on time. And then would probably get up the little raven. It's like, fine.
Tall purple tiefling.
Yeah. Fine, Verity, go. And then he just followed the raven. And like, all right. Oh, you're sleeping? Wake up! Wake up!
Yeah, he's just probably laying on the ground, not actually sleeping.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you want some help?
A bird comes and lands by your head.
But call.
Boop. Offended call.
Do you want me to carry you?
No, I'm fine. I'm good. Let's go.
Okay. Do you want some help up? Brigitte will offer you a hand.
Sure.
Okay. What do you weigh? Like,
Nothing. Yeah.
basically, yeah.
You do the
Brigitte,
dwarven thing again where you just pick.
basically just haul you up to your feet. I'm sorry, you're a lot lighter than I anticipated.
That's alright.
Cure wounds, just put that back in the socket.
God, my arm's sore now.
Yeah, sorry. Lost track of time.
No, you're fine. It's okay.
Just dissociated for a bit. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's totally normal.
If
I'm just gonna say, cigarette.
if you
And
want
then
to talk,
Ramdoon will walk a little bit faster to get out of the smoke.
If you want to talk about it.
No, I'm good. I just lost track of time. Sorry. Let's go.
Insight check.
I know. I'll do fine.
Wait, yeah, just go ahead and roll a deception, just to see if I notice it.
There's something else in play.
There's something else in play now.
That's awful. Okay.
I honestly believe that he just lost track of time.
Okay, bye.
Your d20's trying to make a run for it. It's by your foot.
Did I see it? Okay. Okay. So, I do meet that DC.
Okay. Do you take
Yeah.
that?
Yep. Can I borrow 2d6 from somebody who has their dice out? Fuck, I'm so glad that's half. Whew, that's
12.
5 damage. I rolled 11.
Oh.
So that's half.
Oh.
God.
I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't roll these dice anymore.
Oh,
Ever.
but yeah, so, Brigitte's helping him up and asking if everything's cool and like, hoy! and visibly winces at your hoy! He's like, I'm fine. Let's just go.
I have a straight 10 insight.
Okay, I rolled an 18 on Deception.
Okay.
So,
I just
I'm
offer
doing
you a cigarette.
walking too far away from the cigarette smoke.
Alright, so you guys catch it back up with the caravan, and you have another
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
what's your passive?
Wait, what?
in Perception.
I said you were a quarter of
Passive
the way there,
perception?
so
Not much.
yeah, it was a week out, so I'm making it 4 weeks.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Stop with this timey-wimey shit.
Only 13.
8 weeks.
My world is not a geological oddity where everything is 2 weeks away.
Aiden, this is geographic oddity. 2 weeks from everywhere. Yeah, it's only 13 for my passive.
So yeah, alright. We'll pick up next time when you guys get to Anor-imlad.
Yay. Yay, group bonding experience.
Push the button, Frank.
I know. Well, she's got to do the send off.
Push the button,
Thanks,
Frank.
internet, sorry. Dying over here. So yeah, we will be back in 2 weeks for Syrill.
2 weeks!
2 weeks! And we will have, of course, tomorrow we have tonight we have another game at 6. We're doing Mask and Monsters, which is a one-shot by Ashley Warren. I do believe she is on Twitter.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, so 2 hours. 2 is everything. Sunday we
Which
have.
is tomorrow.
Hey.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Tomorrow we have River of Turicel at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not Central, where we will be dealing with the Lighthouse Island place.
Bay Hill.
There we go, Bay Hill. And then we have Wednesday, which we are not doing our normal Wednesday night chats. Wednesday.
It's fine. Time is hard.
We are going to be doing.
Space is warped,
I
and
think
time
we're
is
going to be
bendable.
playing some board games, or we're going to be pulling up Jackbox TV and playing
Trivia Murder House.
Trivia Murder House.
Party.
Trivia Murder House Party, excuse me, which is a fun game for the Xbox. So we'll try and stream that for you guys to join in and.
Yeah, and the audience can join in and vote and participate as well, so it should be pretty interesting.
We'll play that for, half an hour or so, and hopefully you guys will come join us in chat and goof around with us a little bit. And then next week, we have Saturday is November the 3rd, so we are doing our we're not doing the 24-hour live stream, but we are going to be doing a long-ass one-shot that was sent to us by another individual whose name I do not know.
I've forgotten it.
We'll cover that probably tomorrow. And we're going to be doing that for November 3rd, and that is
The extra life.
Extra Life. So we will be trying to collect money for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Help give those kids a chance at becoming their own little heroes, and making their lives easier as they deal with things that none of us ever really want to deal with. So yeah, come and join us, hang out with us, tell your friends and family about us. We're on all social media sites. We are on Tumblr, we are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those places. #RollForTrouble @RollForTrouble. So we look forward to seeing you guys tonight.
In 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
Okay, the one shot we will be running is
On November 3rd.
On November 3rd, it's A Shadow Over Pinewood by Vale Serene.
Ah, yes, by Vale Serene. We did play a game from them,
The
Murder at Moon
Vale Manor.
Murder at Moon Vale
Manor.
Yeah, there we go. So we did that one shot by them way back when.
They were super excited, so they sent us this one for freezies for us to check out, and we needed a long game for November 3rd for Extra Life. It's supposed to be an 8 to 16 hour long game for level 10 characters.
Hopefully not 16 hours. I might cut that a little short.
But, and it sounds like it's going to be really cool. It's like a monster hunting thing, sort of Lovecraftian inspired, so it's still a bit spoopy because, let's be real, a lot of us are spoopy all year round. So
it should be fun. And we'll get to play high-level characters, so that should be even funner.
I haven't played a level 10 in a million years.
I know. Oh, forgot to mention you guys get to level 7.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Immediately leveling up right now.
Man, after I printed out my character sheet for today.
Damn it.
I wanted to give you guys a battle before you leveled up. So yeah, that's our general schedule for the next week-ish. And we look forward to seeing you guys in chat and around, and in 2 hours. Everything's 2. No.
Yeah.
And we will see you soon.
And
Bye, Internet.
We have costumes and masks to go along with the game tonight. All right, bye, Internet.
Bye.
See you then.